Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling.
Henry.
Boxing Voice Radio, #1 podcast, enjoy the show. It's a great day to talk boxing. Ness on the mic, super chat to call in. It's the Boxing Voice Radio, #1 podcast, enjoy the show. Like, subscribe, like, subscribe, like, subscribe. Join the Patreon today. It's the Boxing Voice Radio, #1 podcast, enjoy the show. Like, subscribe, like, subscribe, like, subscribe. Boxing Voice Radio, #1 podcast, enjoy the show. It's a great day to talk boxing. Ness on the mic, super chat to call in. It's the Boxing Voice Radio, #1 podcast, enjoy the show. Like, subscribe, like, subscribe, like, subscribe. Join the Patreon today. It's the Boxing Voice Radio, #1 podcast, enjoy the show. Like, subscribe, like, subscribe, like, subscribe. Join the page.
Super chat calling. The Boxing Voice Radio, #1 podcast. Enjoy the show, it's a great place to talk boxing. Like, subscribe, like, subscribe, like, subscribe. You already know where to go and get that uncut raw. Your knowledge and opinion, get it off under 3 minutes. It don't matter where you from, we all the same, my dog. If you hear that, stand no business, can you defend your position? The Boxing Voice, the people's choice. Yo, put my anthem on. That A-side, lethal and stainless on the microphone. Coming through in stereo, making sure you hear me. Get my point across, articulate my mind so clearly. Get no record, another addition to the history. Caller of the year, my destiny. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Caller of the year, my destiny. Can you hear me? We in it, then we here. The Boxing Voice, we here. TBV. We here. TBV. The Boxing Voice Radio, #1 podcast. Enjoy the show, it's a great place to talk boxing. Ness on the mic, super chat calling. The Boxing Voice Radio, #1 podcast. Enjoy the show, it's a great place to talk boxing. Like, subscribe, like, subscribe, like, subscribe.
It's the Haney voice, Water voice. No, I'm my dude, it's the Boxing Voice. Voice of the people, I done made my choice. 7 days a week, Twitter, X, Discord, iTunes, YouTube, Blog Talk Radio. Name any other podcast you know. They got an AM and they got a PM show. Betting odds and weekend shows. You can call and let it go. Soy campeón de la gente. Patreon pendejo. Amateur Olympic pro. Treadmill row work elliptical. Only one place we can go. Dante's boxing ego. No, it's only one destination for interviews, conversation, and boxing news entertainment. The boxing voice while you waiting. It's only one destination for interviews, conversation, and boxing news entertainment. The boxing voice while you waiting.
Boxing Boys Radio, #1 podcast. Enjoy the show, it's a great place to talk boxing. Ness on the mic, super chat, call in. The Boxing Boys Radio, #1 podcast. Enjoy the show, it's a great place to talk boxing. Like, subscribe, like, subscribe, like, subscribe.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another one. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs. Solo Dolo Scarface, no Manolo, but I'm sure we're going to get some co-hosts on in a bit. But until then, we'll be here discussing Tim Bradley's great debate and discussion that he is having and has the internet on fire, which is Oleksandr Usyk an all-time great, or is he not? According to Tim Bradley, he is not an all-time great. But people are receiving this information from Bradley as a bit hypocritical when he had certain things to say about other heavyweights in this very same era that Usyk happened to beat. So we just are asking ourselves, shouldn't the opinion shift? But we'll give you all the details in the audio the way that we always do. All that we ask is for you to hit that thumbs up. Super duper free. Costs you nothing. If you're on X Spaces, let me know if you can hear me clearly, as we may need to reconnect. Same thing for Discord. Let me know the sound check. Are we rocking and rolling? New York Bullet says we're good. Salute, champ. Appreciate the support and the ayuda. So, outside of talking about Oleksandr Usyk and whether or not he's an all-time great, we are talking our end-of-the-year awards, TBV awards and nominations. Right now, we're in the voting process. I'm a bit disappointed. We got some people that are upset that certain things were not brought up or made, didn't make a certain cut on our awards, but that's your fault. You know, we had the nominations out for so long that anyone that wanted anything to be nominated should have done it. So, you know, I say all that to say that Jaime Munguillo, Bruno Sacaras, if I'm saying it right, or Sarkis, whatever, it wasn't our upset of the year, and it wasn't because we didn't want it. It only got one nomination in comparison with the other upsets that this community had in dispute. That being said, we had TBV Award nominations for Counterpuncher of the Year, and the finalists who you can vote on. Let me throw these glasses on. And yes, we're still in the Dominican Republic, chilling like a villain. Okay, so the finalist for Counterpuncher of the Year is Treese out of Toledo, Ohio. What up, though? We got James Benitez out of Atlanta. And we got Jonathan Sims, North Carolina. And DC3 out of Houston. TBV Award nomination for Prospect of the Year, we got Emiliano Vargas, Albert Chop Chop Gonzalez, Kermel Moten, and Abdullah Mason. For the Robbery of the Year, we got Arnold Barboza versus Sean McCombs. Foster Kunsakow won, Virgil Boacek, and we also have Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano 2. Fighter of the Year, Oleksandr Usyk, Daniel Dubois, Joseph Parker, and Arthur Beterbiev. Those are those nominations. So we got a few more to talk about. There's obviously a lot of caller awards that we're going to be discussing. And, you know, the voting process is now. So you still have time to make your vote. We're going to leave that open for quite some time, but I do want to speak about it so that you know what we got going on our community page, and that's where you can vote. So we stopped off on Fighter of the Year, and we got nominations for Knockout of the Year. We got Clarissa Shields in her debut versus Vanessa LePage. We got Daniel Dubois knocking out AJ. Angelo Leo KO over Bernardo Lopez, and Ashton Slive getting knocked out by Lucas Body. Remember, everything that I'm saying here, you guys nominated. TBV Award nomination for Rookie Caller of the Year, Joe Pilot, Jerry Yolanda for Life, DC3, and Profound Dreamer. Nominees for the Fight of the Year, Better Beef Bivol, Fury Usyk 1, Rayford Kalmatov, Serrano Taylor 2. TBV Caller of the Year, Brandon Maurice, Jerry Soriano, Yolanda for Life, Tip Bellis, Treese from Toledo, Ohio. And for the first year in 5 years in a row, CYP didn't make the cut. Now, he was nominated, but he just didn't make the cut. The YouTube only allows 4, categories or people that you can put in the voting process, and every other name had more upvotes, meaning someone either nominated him or thumbs up on that nomination. We got Border Wars Fighter of the Year, Tip Bellis, Alex Vega, Big Bay Quinn, and Rocky Rodriguez. TBV Guest of the Year, Claudia Trejos, Bill Haney, Brad Goodman, Anthony Sims Jr. Caller Hater of the Year, Baby Joker, Tip Bellis, G. Vaughn, James Benitez. And Super Chatter of the Year, I feel this one you guys got it wrong. CYP doesn't really super chat, meaning in his super chat, he's saying something. He's your counter puncher, so he'll spend his money on a super chat counter punch to talk. But CYP is in this category. Tech is in this category. DC3 and Mad Bent 100, I believe out of Kansas. And then for Upset of the Year, we got Daniel Dubois versus AJ, Bato versus Matthias, Tim versus Bakram, Norman Jr. versus Stantilian. And we got for Most Entertaining Caller of the Year, Jerry Soriano, Let Him Cook, CYP, Brandon from Cincinnati, and Tip Bellis. And those are all our awards. So if you haven't already vote, go over to the community page and cast your vote. And yeah, let's get ourselves a good old-fashioned winner. Now remember, if you win, you are entitled to receive a physical award. But if you're not going to come receive it on Border Wars in March 1st, then we're not making your award, and you just receive, a nice, fat, virtual award until you get your shit together. Okay? Okay. But what else we got? We got some audio to screen share and play to give you context on the Oleksandr Usyk, Tyson Fury situation. So this is Fury some time ago after the win that Fury received over Dillian White, after already beating Tyson Fury.
At 6'9", with that reach, with this skill set, with this now power and full boxing IQ that has blossomed, who in history would you consider putting him up against and saying that guy would definitely topple him?
Tyson Fury can compete, I believe, in any era of the heavyweight division. And I say that because, one, his size. 6'9". We haven't seen a heavyweight that size. Just as Mark alluded to. His skills. He can switch southpaw. He can orthodox. He can fight long. He can fight the inside. He has punching power. He's smarter than everybody.
Now, we do want to give it a little break there. You know, that was about 42 seconds, probably a little too long, because you know that is ESPN. We want to hope they ain't going to flag for hating, because we're showing you Bradley maybe putting his foot in his mouth. This is pre-Fury losing to Usyk, and these are the things that he has to say pre-Fury losing to Usyk. So we'll just go back to the tape. Like I said, I want to give it a break so ESPN doesn't come out here trying to take the scalp off of TBV.
He's better than everybody on the mic besides Muhammad Ali. I mean, you can go back and you look at these guys. Muhammad Ali is about 6'3"-ish. George Foreman is about 6'3" and a half. I mean, he's bigger than all these guys, and they have to deal with all of those elements I just mentioned. Think about anybody. Think about anybody. Think about it. I won't say that he is. I can say hypothetically.
Yes.
He is probably the best heavyweight.
In the hypothetical matchups, it's tough to think of a guy. But listen, his
the best
resume.
heavyweight of all time.
So he calls Fury hypothetically the best heavyweight of all time. Now, is that a loophole because he said hypothetically? I don't know. Amin is on the panel. Buenos dias. You know, you're the closest thing to a professor than what we got. You know, is he using that as a loophole, saying hypothetically the greatest heavyweight of all time?
Buenos dias, Skipper, and shout out to my TBV brothers and sisters. Yeah, so let's play a little bit of anatomy, okay? I told you guys, I'm no doctor, but I did attend medical school. So we're going to play some anatomy. Tim Bradley put his foot in his mouth and he's talking out of his ass with his big ass head. And I'll tell you why. Because when you make all of these statements of how Fury would have done, and you know, I think he mentioned further, you know, he could have competed against Ali and he beat these guys. So once you start putting someone that high on the mark, and then as we love to say, lineal. Right? Tyson Fury was also the lineal heavyweight champion, right? And we use that phrase lineal because it means the man that beats the man. Well, the man, Usyk, just beat the lineal champion. So I don't know how he's not. We like using triangulation with box rec and all this. Like the facts are the facts. If you use that many superlatives to describe Tyson Fury and how excellent he is, but then you turn around and say Usyk ain't that great, it's got to be hate. It's nasty work. It just doesn't make any friggin' sense to me. But Tim Bradley gets paid to talk. Many people have taken umbrage with his takes. You know, most famously, you know, he tried to play Jahai Tucker for many years, and then when they caught him in traffic, nothing crazy, but they just said, like, what the hell are you talking about? Do you just be talking to be talking? And look, they did him like Alpo did Jim Jones. They stood next to him, made him take a fucking picture. So all that shit you talking about, Jahai can't do this, Jahai can't do that. When you see Tim Bradley, sometimes you got to pull his coat to certain shit. So I'm hoping, not in anything, you know, confrontational, healthy confrontation, but I mean, somebody got to run up on Bradley and just ask him, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Period.
Well, we got more Bradley here because this is where he's gotten the internet upset, especially after Usyk's 2 wins over Fury.
First of all, I'm not even going to talk about the fight right now. But all this all-time great shit that's going on, all-time great, are you kidding me? Man, look, recency bias, just because he beat the 2 best heavyweights of this era does not make him an all-time great. Usyk, that's what I'm talking about. Usyk, he is not an all-time great. Y'all need to stop with that. Literally has 7 fights, fought 5 guys in the heavyweight division. Okay, I can understand he got accolades. He cleaned out the division at welterweight. Not at welterweight, my bad. He cleaned out the division in the cruiserweight. I get that. Now he comes to the heavyweight. All right. I would say somewhat, I wouldn't say clean out, but yeah, he beat the 2 best guys in the division, right? And now y'all saying he's all-time great. No, he got like 22 fights. Come on, man. Wow. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop it. He a legend in his own right. But all-time great, y'all tripping. First.
I mean, so are people tripping? I mean, I'm just going based off Bradley's words. I feel like it's simple math, right? You said Fury was arguably an all-time great, and he waxes Fury twice. I don't see how we're having an issue.
I mean, literally, that's what Lineal is, and then and maybe it's the Provodnikov fight. We like giving our fans homework to do. Tim Bradley ain't never been the same since the Provodnikov fight, so maybe his his judgment is a little bit off. And I'm only half joking because again, once you say it's like backhanded compliments. I mean, just because he beat the two best fighters of this generation. Like, you know what he might as well say? Yo, man, just because you screwed my wife and just because my kids call you dad, man, I'm still a better man than you. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Once you put those accolades out there, because he's trying to use all the other accolades to kind of backhand him. But, yo, do we even need to go through that? I'm sure people will. AJ, Dubois, Fury twice. I'm sorry, Dubois. Excuse me. AJ twice.
Fury twice.
Fury
Dubois.
Twice, and Dubois.
And arguably, he might be fighting Dubois again. He asked for the rematch. He asked Alashik to make it.
Just for straightening purposes. So I mean, Bradley. They must be paying him pretty good. But yeah, and what I find so crazy is that people trying to use his false argument for their own argument. But it's like you can't build a foundation on mud, in Florida, right? They trying to do that shit in Florida. That shit is fucked up out there certain places. So please don't, if you had the ink. Now here's where I'll offer some clarification. I'm not saying by any means, and I'm not out there with those people that's doing the fantasy shit. Can Usyk beat Muhammad Ali and he's the greatest heavyweight? I ain't doing none of that shit. That's not what anyone is saying. One of the all-time greats, heavyweight, apparently so. Definitely cruiserweight and heavyweight, apparently so. So let's just separate that. No one is saying he's better than Muhammad Ali and he's better than this, but I think it's fair to consider him an all-time great once you beat the all-time greats of your era, period.
I mean, I'm with Bradley. Like, he's a legend in his own right, but I'm also with the argument that, like Bradley, I thought Fury would beat any heavyweight in any era. So I did have him as a potential all-time great heavyweight, and I have to consider Usyk that now because, like Fury beating Wilder, he proved me wrong. Now Usyk beating Fury, he proved me wrong. And just watching the second fight, man, the size difference, it was truly David and Goliath in there, man. And, while I had Fury winning, Usyk always held his own. And I didn't really remember Fury hurting Usyk the way that he hurt him in the first fight, which is probably the biggest issue. But, yeah, man.
I was going to say the last time we seen the size different like this in heavyweight and the smaller guy won was Chris Bird versus Vitaly Klitschko, I believe. And I believe Chris Bird was also a southpaw. I could be wrong. But that's the last time we seen a small boxing type dude just outbox a guy that's considered like, one of them ones heavyweight. Again, not putting, the comparisons of Klitschko, but I'm just saying when you see just a smaller guy literally outbox what is perceived to be the bigger, stronger guy. Go back and see a Chris Bird versus Vitaly Klitschko.
Yeah, man. Phone lines are open if you guys want to call in. Feel free. We got G-Von on a check-in. What up?
Morning, TBV. Beautiful day of boxing. Hey, man. It's good that you're taking calls.
Congratulations on your nomination, Javon.
Oh yeah. Congratulations on whatever that was. I don't even know, but yeah, man. Hopefully you're done beating on the little kids. That's you threw them off the roof, right? That ended the story. Yeah. Anyways, hey, look, man. Timothy Bradley. It's not the first time that he's been called just a hater. Like the dude just be saying shit just to say shit. Like I don't know if over there at his team they tell him like, hey, just say whatever you got to say for us to get clicks and views or whatever. Because this dude don't care, man. He just don't care. Like he'll take all the heat and all the shit for all the stupid shit he be saying, and he'll stand by it, die on it. I don't know why. Like Timothy Bradley to me, it's funny how he always seems to shit on power punchers. Why? Because he's not a power puncher, and there's just always little patterns I see with dude. And we're gonna start off the day early with like biases and all that shit. And Timothy Bradley at the end of the day, like it's just another Wilder fanboy that lost his mind when Wilder got beat up by Fury. You know what I mean? Like that's all that is. Like basically people wanted Fury to be that. And this, I'm not trying to take away from Fury because I actually think he's a great fighter. But a lot of people like from this Usyk thing, they're trying to downplay it because everybody who wanted Fury to win or had Fury winning, pay attention, is all Wilder fanboys. You get what I'm saying? Like they wanted that loss to be erased somehow if Fury could beat Usyk and saying, see, I told you guys, Fury is just that good. And, because people before the Joseph Parker loss and the Zhang loss, people were screaming that no one beats Wilder but Fury. You know what I mean? Even after Fury got beat on, it was like, well, only Fury beats him. Only Fury. And then after that, we started seeing that, oh shit, no, more people beat him. And at the end of the day, like I told people, like Wilder was great for what he did, being blessed with what he was blessed with, the right hand of God, speed, hand speed for a heavyweight, reach advantage, height advantages over everybody until he met Fury. You know what I mean? He met a real boxer and somebody who had physical attributes over him. And then that's when they all started going downhill. You know what I mean? But shout out to him for what he was able to accomplish. But, this is Timothy Bradley just showing a lot of biases because obviously he was a Wilder fan. And at the same time, it's one of those things that, like, again, just trying to, take away from that Fury win because I don't know, maybe because Wilder is a black man and represented like the LDBC and all this, black movement, black power shit. And he got beat on, you know what I mean? But that's just boxing. Somebody came along with more physical attributes, better skills. And fuck Timothy Bradley.
That's the bell, champ.
Joe Cook, man.
Oh, my bad.
No, let Joe win. I was just saying Javon Cook.
Joe
Pilot.
What's good? Man. Happy New Year's to you and your family, man.
Likewise,
you already know. We about to get chefing up real quick, man. Usyk is pound for pound #1. Yeah, he's a European. Yeah, he's a Ukrainian. But, man, look at what he's doing. He didn't go up 7 pounds. He didn't go up 14 pounds. This man went up a whole 25 pounds. This man's fighting people. The smallest guy he fought was Dubois at like 245. That's a 20 pound weight difference right there. And we seen what Dubois, there's one thing he can do is crack. And look who else. He fought almost a 300-pounder, Frankenstein, bald-headed wildebeest from who knows where he's really from, because them guys is, they just go everywhere, them gypsies. And he beat him up not once but 2 times. First time he almost knocked him out silly. Thanks, Wilder, you softened up Fury for us. Usyk finished the job you couldn't do, Wilder, but you still one of the guys. Still one of the guys. But Tim Bradley, he's a top ranked shield. At the end of the day, Fury was a thing. And hold on, damn. Fury was working with Top Rank, so Tim Bradley's gonna, save for the home crowd. Tucker's not that good. Tim Bradley ain't lie. I don't remember what he said. He probably said Tucker wasn't all that. He ain't all that. Tucker's a decent fighter. I don't think he's ever gonna be a world champion. Maybe he can at 60 if he moves right, because 60 is a weak division. But Like he's not that good. What did he say that was wrong? But yeah, Usyk's number one pound for pound, bro. I got him up there with Canelo. I got Canelo 1, in this little time period of the last 10 years, let's say. Canelo 1, 2 is Usyk, 3 is Crawford, and then since Inoue's in the lower weight classes and they're not as and people forget, Usyk took a lot of people's O's down there in cruiserweight. He beat the Gassievs. He beat the Breeders. He beat Abelu, who was his best at cruiserweight. Yeah, he got knocked out by Stevenson, and yeah, he didn't do the best at heavyweight, but at cruiserweight, Bellew was a problem. So, Usyk, he's pound for pound number one. Tim Bradley's doing his job. He's trying to keep that check, man. Top Rank is moving to the zone.
I mean,
now.
that's not really an excuse because this came from his YouTube channel, so he's not doing this for any check.
And not only that, Joe, let me tell you this, what he said about Tucker. He said, he said, you're never going to be as successful as a pro unless you get rid of your father.
Yeah, but Tim Bradley just says anything. Who knows? Maybe his dad was a little tough on him, but his dad was the reason he became a boxer. Who knows? Maybe his dad was tough on him, and he, remembers. He goes back and might have think his career might have been better than what it was.
His dad was tough on him. His dad was on some drill sergeant shit from the that I remember from the 24/7 videos they used to do. But that was the bell. Appreciate you. Don't forget to vote for Joe Pilot. I believe he's in the running for Caller of the Year, Rookie of the Year, son. But it's a tough class this year. Y'all got a lot of competition.
A lot of heavy hitters.
Yeah, they got a lot of competition, man. DC3, what up?
Another nominee.
Word. You there, champ?
What's the counter punch for the year?
The counter puncher of the year.
In the building.
Who is the counter? I mean, I have to go back and read it. I'm sorry, I don't remember. But what up, though?
What's the difference between Super Chat and Counter Puncher?
That's what I'm saying. I think they got it confused this year because Super Chat is a dude that's actually chatting, right? Like in his Super Chat.
Like Mad Bent.
Like Mad Bent says
like Mad
something.
Bent. He dropped jewels in they Super Chats. Like, I don't mean to cut you off, Ness, but I was just trying to, take a little bit of weight off the shoulder. But CYP is an example of a counter puncher. Right, when he spin his bread, he got some shit to say, right?
Yeah.
Brandon Maurice, even my God, Jonathan Sims. You know what I'm saying? Like when they spin the bread, they stopping it and they you know what I mean? Whereas the Super Chat guys, they'll drop a jewel. You know what I'm saying? DC3 is another counter puncher. This is a crazy nomination.
DC3, I feel like he's in both, right? Because DC3 counter punches for himself, for others, and Super Chats, right? So yeah, I just think that this year they got a little bit confused, but hey, who am I? DC3, what up?
Yo.
We hear you.
Yeah, what's the morning, fellas? Morning, fellas. Look, man, like it's time to give Tim Bradley, he's the Skip Bayless of boxing, man. He's definitely the Skip Bayless of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to get this Usyk is on a legendary run, bro. I always troll Tim Boski on the back column about how this guy just ran through the UK. He just ran through the UK. Chisora, Fury, Dubois, AJ, Balous. Man, we got to stop the hate, man. This guy is an all-time great. He's beating the mans in these divisions, and he had a 300-pound fighter fighting on a fucking back foot. Come on, man. We got to stop the hate, bro. It's hate. It's clear hate. The nigga, I'm a company man. I work a 9 to 5, so I ain't gonna call him a company man. But we see who he waves the flag for real loud. It's clear as day Tim Bradley is a hater. Get a guy his credit, man. Get a guy his credit. This guy was a 220-pound fighter, beating up on a 280-pound fighter. Get the fuck out of here, man. He was clearly the smallest guy. He was clearly the smaller guy. But we gotta stop the hate, man. The guy is on a legendary run right now. If I was him, I'd retire. What more do he need to do? He don't need to have to do nothing. He beat the guys. He came from cruiserweight. He beat all the guys.
There's some of us that want that. Some of us want that Dubois rematch. He can still do the Dubois rematch. And just for shits and giggles, he should beat Wilder too. Because people keep saying the best
Hey,
two, the
Tim
best
Bradley,
two. Might
man,
as well
give the
beat
guy
all
his
three.
credit. He's a lit. And who? Huh? You can hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. You
Yeah,
ain't hear
we
shit
hear
I
you.
said?
Nah. What you
Oh,
said?
man.
What you said?
Nah, never mind. It must be something wrong with your end.
Oh, say it again, Ness. I'll send a comment if I go. Say it again.
Said Usyk and Wilder. He might as well just beat the third best fighter of this generation since he already knocked
Yeah,
off the two.
he might as well, cause I think if Wilder would have went down that cruiserweight, Wilder would have probably fucked around and got Usyk. I think he would have got him. This nigga has a historic right hand punch, and we always talk about that. How Wilder, you can't throw him away because of that right hand. If he touches you, it's night-night. So hell yeah, we should give Wilder the fight. Why wouldn't we? Let's make sure his mind's still in the sport. He ain't got one foot in and have Turkey sit down with Wilder out there in Alabama, shout out to C-Dub, and have a meeting with him and look him in his eyes and see if this is what he want, and let's throw him in there. Why not? If Wilder touch him one time, it's night-night. So go ahead, Wilder. If you listening, go get the fight. Let's go knock him off his pivot. That's why I always say, that should have been you beating up AJ and Barclays. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Andy Ruiz, PBC, you know what I'm saying? But that should have been Wilder. You know what I'm saying? But Eddie and them dropped the ball. So, man, shout out to Usyk, man. Tim Bradley, man. It's okay to not agree with shit, but Tim Bradley is hating. He's the Skip Bayless of boxing. I'm out.
But it's not your time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just giving out options to not retire, right? Like, people want the Dubois rematch, and, just to stop people from saying the best two, he beat the best three of this era. Fight Wilder too. But the Dubois fight should be first because there are some people that felt Dubois beat him.
I got a fight for you. And this guy is poised to take over should Usyk retire, seeing the condition of Fury. And this is a fight he may not take. But if he really want to prove, and Ness, I got a feeling you know what I mean, I might catch the wrath after this one. But what about Usyk and Bakoli?
I mean, I don't mind that fight. I don't think he needs that fight. Like if I'm part of the Usyk team, it's like danger for no reason. The guy, what is
Let
he
somebody
bring?
else deal with him.
What is he bringing to the table
Nah,
now? If Alex Sheik
you
is trying to pay, I'm
fight
with it.
That's his George Foreman, Ness. You got to fight his George Foreman. His George Foreman is that man Bakoli from where's he from? South Africa Kingdom.
Nah, where's he from? Is he? Yeah, he's South Africa. Yeah, because that's Makabu's brother, Ilani Makabu.
Yeah, they need to go down there, book it in where they fight Zaire. We need to have Usyk and down there in Zaire versus Bakoli. I agree. That's his George Foreman.
Now, in a way, I know, obviously the complexion is different, but as far as the opposition size-wise, but certainly not power, Usyk wasn't that. Like, the big threat is it Bakoli? Because one thing I know, Two-Tone, Bakoli is, from what we've seen, once Usyk goes, it seems like Bakoli's poised to take over, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like, yeah, of course, now most people will say, well, why he like Ness? Why
to
does
take over? I think is a bit of a stretch. Like what? I mean, why is he supposed to take over?
Well, okay, I'm glad you asked because right now,
Dubois, right? He hasn't beat Dubois. Dubois has a better resume.
Of course, he has the better resume. I'm just talking about now. Listen what we talk about the heavyweight division. All right, let me provide some context to my statement. We seen what happened with Usyk. We seen what's going on with Wilder. Zhang has turned out to be not gas. He like getting bud in Atlanta. Like when you get weed in Atlanta, motherfuckers sell you all this packaging and that shit be some mid, right? So we found out Zhang is, not right. The question Anderson, right? Jared Anderson, right? F.A. Jagba, Richard Torres.
Wait.
What's up?
I guess the weed is different out there than over here, bro. What you mean, Zhang? We found out he ain't what he was. What you mean? Like, when did we find that out? I thought he was on top right now. I thought he beat Joe Joyce. You know what? What he lost to Parker, that's it. I mean, he arguably beat Hergovich. Like, how is Zhang Mid. I don't think he mid at all. I take Zhang Bakoli to see how mid he is.
Okay. And that's a good fight because when I say he's mid, what I mean he's like on that mid level because we're talking about number one guys at the heavyweight division. It's clearly Dubois, Usyk. Fury is still a name if somebody wanted to get in there with him and if he could get himself together for a fight, right? We're still throwing around Wilder's name. Somebody, Chisora was in a bout before he got pulled. It's still guys that with losses or losing. You just mentioned Joseph Parker, right? It's still guys that will come before him. So I'm just saying he's like in that mid tier. Not a good fighter. I'm not saying he's not a good fighter. He's in that mid tier, right?
I just didn't. I guess I took it differently. When you said mid, I thought of mid Bud. I'm like, damn, well, he called my man mid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? I value Zhang and what he can do. So
Well, let me say a second
guess I
tier.
misunderstood.
Is he a second tier heavyweight?
No. Like I said, I associated with Bud. When you said mid, I thought mid Bud, and I'm like, damn, why is he not some fire? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was just me associating it the wrong way. But I got CYP on a check-in.
What's up?
Yo.
We hear you.
Oh my goodness! You know what? It was funny because I almost missed it. Because when I clicked on the show, you was reading off the nominations. I didn't hear Call of the Year, so I went back and I listened, and I was like, "What the fuck?" So you telling me, Brandon? Brandon, listen, this is for you in the back call. About 2.5, 3 weeks ago, we was reading off the nominations on the back call because Brandon was trying to make a point that he's leading, and he was. I was in second, Jerry was in third, and Tip was in fourth. But you telling me in 2 weeks they didn't nominate it so many times that CYP falls out the top two and is number 5, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 for Call of the Year. That is funny how that happened in 2 weeks. But for months we had the poll up, and it's just crazy. It's crazy how it works. When CYP wants the award named after him, somehow he don't even make the final. Shit is crazy. But then Entertainer of the Year, I'm on that one. But it's crazy how the 4 that's on Entertainer of the Year were the 4 that were leading for Caller of the Year. But they're Entertainer of the Year when Brandon is a great caller, but he's not entertaining. He's just a great caller, but he's shitty on that. Whatever, man. We're going to see. But look, if you wanted to give me motivation, I don't really need none. But low key, I'm offended. I'm very, very, very offended because this seems like a way to knock a hole in the award being named after me. Shit, how you going to get the award named after you if you can't make the finals when you ask for it? That's what it sounds like to me. But guess what? Border Wars is going to be even better. King, I mean, he catch my drift. Because a lot of people in the comment section thinking it's a fucking setup. And it's coming off real weird to me. But it's all good. Because Border Wars is my focus. And I mean that. It's my focus. It's my pleasure. And when it comes to Timothy Bradley said a whole lot of dumb shit. And he is a hater. You can't talk about how great a man is. Then when he loses, talk about the man who beat him ain't great. That's some bullshit. Especially if he ain't lost. Secondly, all of a sudden, y'all care about how much a man weighs in that ring. Usyk moved up all this weight. Motherfucker, Wilder been doing that his whole career and never asked to go to cruiserweight or bridgerweight. Like, so if you care about all the weight disadvantages that a fighter gets, then go back and give Wilder his flowers too. Because he been doing that. He been knocking out giants. 209 against Luis Ortiz, 213. Like, cut it out. Usyk gets actually weighs more than Wilder does and always has. But y'all don't know that. But so let's keep it fair. Timothy Bradley full of shit. Usyk is a great fighter. And something's really fishy about this Call of the Year. But there ain't gonna be no motherfucking question on who's gonna be the Border Wars fighter of the year. Y'all motherfuckers got me fucked up, and y'all done got me pissed off. You done work up the real athlete in CYP. It's going to fuck down, and my training starts January 1st. And this is great motivation. Good job, Ness. Good job. CYP out.
Hey man, all we could do is a recount, and I'm actually going back right now and doing it. You know, so
feel like it's your
we'll
time.
see, but
It's
not your time.
deeper. Is it deeper, darker criminal link?
You ain't no cop, Jay Reed.
I highly doubt it, man. The shit's been up. Like, I literally forgot. Somebody had to tell me the day of the Border War show, like, yo, do the vote. So,
Yeah.
We got. Let me get to these super chats, which I haven't even touched on. Sorry, fellas. First super chat of the day, and see, this is what I'm saying. This is a super chat, not a counter punch. Mad Bent, $105 daily dose. Go to the community page and cast your vote for the super chatter, Mad Bent. Thank goodness. Thank you. Jaywalk, $2. He beat the 3 best, not 2. Fury, Joshua, and Dubois. DC 3, $2. Tim Bradley is the Skip Bayless of boxing. He is a clown emoji. And again, see, that's DC 3 super chatting, not counter punching, but he also does that. So I think that there's just been a bit of confusion this year, which I don't have any issues redoing both super chatter and caller of the year if it is mistakes. Because
Wait, so
I'm
do you put counter puncher?
Yeah, there's a counter puncher, and that's where I think people are confused because that's what CYP, like that's his category. The only persons there. I mean, the people that can compete with him are there, like Treese, Tech, Jonathan Sims, Benitez. They're there, but I think that they got him in the wrong category for super chatter.
But DC3 send counters for people. Does
Yes.
that add on to
That
not CYP? I mean DC3. Does that add on to his jacket?
Yeah, that makes him a counter puncher of the year or a runner-up or a nominee because he sends counters not only for himself but for others. Same thing I said about Kerry G, which he got nominated, but that's what y'all got to understand. Like, somebody might say Kerry G, and then 10 people say Treese, plus on Treese's name out of those 10 people, somebody might have 5 thumbs up on that. Like, where only one person said Kerry G. Like, he can't make the cut when you got people nominating James and Tech, and there's thumbs up on those nominations. Like, that's other community members showing that they agree with that nomination. You have to take that into consideration when doing the tallying.
Interesting. It's like scoring a fight, right? You could say, hey, so and so got, maybe they'll send in a bunch of super chats per show, but sometimes it isn't volume per se. It's sometimes it's the impact.
For instance, right now during the recount, CYP, I know he's got 9 nominations. Physical people wrote his name, and Brandon has over that physical. So now I would have to find who doesn't have 9. If they have 9, now go through the number, through their thumbs up to see are they greater or lesser than CYP to, you understand, put them in a certain ranking. And that's how I get my 4. Like, that's why this shit takes long. So, yeah, if he feels it's a mistake, I ain't got no issue recounting. Like I said, I've already checked his. He got 9. Brandon has. I stopped once I seen Brandon had 10 physical, I stopped because I already know he's above. So now I just got to find who's not above CYP's 9 to see if there was a mistake. That being said, Jaywalk, $2, beat them guys and didn't touch the mat once. And he's talking about Usyk. New York Bullet, $5. Usyk undisputed twice, 2 divisions, beat Fury and Joshua twice. Bradley's best win was a robbery. Come on now, shaking my head. Mr. T, $5. Steel-toe boothead Tim was ready to give Fury all-time great status after beating Dillian White, who we all saw get to the shadow realm by Povetkin. Hilarious. Yo, Jaywalk, $2. Tim a clown. He also thinks he beat Manny. I mean, I guess I'm one of those clowns. I thought he beat Manny. I'm sorry. Coyote Blanco, $2. Wilder, man, laughing my ass off. Hey, I'm just saying, to stop people from saying, well, he beat the best 2 of this era. Hey, he beat all 3. Statue shit.
Let's not act like pre-Fury Wilder wouldn't have put Usyk to sleep.
I think that's
You know,
the
that's the
issue, right?
interesting.
I'm sorry. I mean, real quick, I think that's the issue. We'll never know, and at this point, it don't matter because Wilder has dropped so low. It's like, look, my man literally paid to laugh out loud.
Nasty. What you saying? I mean,
Yeah, man. I think that is really hard to tell because that version of Wilder that was just punching shit down, that was a special era. But I'm always biased towards boxers, and when I'm wrong. But I just tend to think even with that right hand, although he was throwing it more accurately back then, I kind of feel like he would have got outboxed. But maybe the right hand would have landed and
Hell
detonated
yeah.
because it
Listen,
sure.
I mean, you're right. Maybe it would have landed, bro, but you got to think of what Spielka was able to do for 8 rounds before getting
And
knocked
that was
out.
the fucking comparison. Arthur Spielka. Anybody go back and watch that fight? Southpaw, European. He just got hit. He was outboxing while the motherfuckers had to literally wait for that shit to happen. Oh yeah.
And then Wilder eventually put him to sleep
with that thing. Like he backed that shit out. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, man.
Like a motherfucker pulling out a pistol in a fist fight. That back then, that 2000, you know what I'm saying, 18, 19 Wilder, that motherfucker was pulling out a pistol in a street fight, man. And it was an amazing thing to watch. And I agree with CYP. I don't know if you heard us say it, in no particular order, but yeah, the 3 best heavyweights of this era, undisputed, beyond a shadow of a doubt, is Fury, Joshua, and Wilder. And now, Usyk has, put himself in a position beating 2 out of 3. Dubois is of the newer generation. He's on his way up.
I mean, your name is but I also mean there is a strong debate that Wilder is not the 3rd best heavyweight. And in fact, it is Dubois or Parker. If some argue and say, well, Dubois is not of their era, Parker is. Parker holds the win over the only unified Mexican heavyweight ever. So he got a big win. He actually fought AJ where Wilder never, and then he actually beat Wilder. So it's arguable that Joseph Parker is the 3rd best heavyweight of this era. I don't know. What say you, Two-Tone?
Parker?
Parker, man.
Nah.
What?
Nobody know who that is, man.
It ain't a popularity contest. It's a resume contest. Who'd you beat?
Nah. We rolling with AJ Wilder. Who you say Fury?
Bro. My man beat Andy Ruiz. He beat Derek Chisora twice. He beat Junior Fa. You know what I'm saying? He beat Zhang. He beat Wilder. And he scheduled to fight Dubois. But we going to find out whether it's him or Dubois because they fighting. But, yeah, there's a super duper argument that he is the 3rd best heavyweight of this era. I mean, Wilder don't have an Andy Ruiz win. He don't got a unified champ win. He don't got a win. He don't even got a win that holds weight, meaning the dude went on to go do shit. Like Andy went on to go become a unified champ. Like Luis Ortiz hasn't done nothing since Wilder. Neither is Gerald Washington. Neither is Bermain Stavern. Neither is Arthur Spielka. Like those guys haven't go on to be a unified anything. So, yeah, Joe Parker has more of an argument. I mean, but hey, the great debate. Let it begin.
I gotta go Usyk, man, because if y'all give Bud credit for the 140 undisputed run, I don't know why y'all hating on the Usyk cruiserweight.
No. We all
undisputed.
giving him credit, but he's not in the discussion of the three best heavyweights of this era because he is a cruiserweight that moved into the division. His discussion is he beat two of the best three heavyweights of this era. That's his discussion.
And a new era nigga.
Who, Dubois?
Technically, yeah. Technically, he beat a new era nigga.
But that's the controversial one that the people want back, though. We want that run back.
Yeah, we want that run back, but as right now constructed, this man Usyk is a all-time great. This man, the man that gave Deontay Wilder fits, absolute fits. The man that turned YouTube upside down, Wilder. Usyk went ahead and just whooped his nemesis. Pillar the post, whooped his nemesis. Then AJ, the man that was supposed to fight Wilder, Usyk whooped this man pillar the post. Then a young lion. We always want niggas to fight young lions. Then Usyk fought a young lion in Dubois. Even though it was controversial, we know he got knocked out on that body shot, but hey, it is what it is. In that W column, it says W Usyk. Tim Bradley is hating, respectfully. I appreciate the quality hate, but Usyk is an all-time great. Accolades is there.
All right.
Where my accolades?
Let me get these super chats. I got Davey So R $2. We still talking about Wilder? Go that way. Fat $20 super chat coming from Cashwell, who says, well, actually 20 pounder. Salute to you. Happy New Year's from the UK, lads. Atama, the real takeover. And that's another guy, like, he wasn't even mentioned for Prospect of the Year. And I get it. He had the Tito Mercado effect this year, which is crazy. Last year we arguing that Tito was Prospect of the Year and y'all gave it to Abdullah. This year, Tito's not in there because obviously he's not a fucking prospect. Abdullah's still in the running for Prospect of the Year again. Y'all wildin', man. Y'all got to get that shit together. $5 Bacoli from New York Bullet. Excuse me. Salute New York Bullet. $5 Bacoli. He needs that Hunter rematch. Another fighter Usyk beat already too. Laughing out loud. Yeah. Usyk did beat Michael Hunter, but I'm not gonna hold Bacoli to the Hunter rematch. I don't know why Hunter and Bacoli hasn't happened. Hunter doesn't even have a network. You know what I'm saying? Like, that should be something easy they can do, and they have not. Since that loss, obviously, Bacoli has done more. Hunter's looked worse. No disrespect to my boy. But Mike didn't look good with Jerry Forrest. Yeah, the rematch would be good, but it's not like Bacoli needs to go handle that rematch. He's in a better position right now. Far better. ASAP TV, $2. Emotions aside, is Mike Tyson a top 10 heavyweight of all time? That's a debate for a historian, not myself. Jaywalk, $2. Look at Wilder's resume. Beat nobody. Uh-oh. Time to go to nominee for Hater of the Year, Entanque.
Yo, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Bro, what's up, bro? Hey, shout out Tim Bradley, bro. That's one great fighter criticizing another great fighter. I don't give a damn what you motherfuckers say. Tim Bradley was a dog in his days, bro. That dude has the right to criticize these dudes. You fucking YouTubers, wannabe pro boxers in the gym, criticizing these motherfuckers and mad that a dude that did it for reals is criticizing them. Y'all are stupid. This Usyk praise, like he's a small guy moving up, bro. That dude done way more than fucking Waller did against Fury. That dude is not a small man. He's 6'3", 6'4", 226, 230, around there. That ain't no small dude. Stop glazing this white guy like he's a small ass dude that went up there to beat up these guys. That shit is retarded. Y'all are retarded. Shit. We all got a different point of view. Usyk is a great fighter. Shit, there's a lot of great fighters, bro. There's a lot of great fighters. What the hell defines a great fighter, Ness? I mean, fuck. Motherfuckers act like Floyd is the only dude that retired undefeated. Ain't nobody talking about Ricardo Lopez, a dude that was 52-0 with like almost 40 knockouts. Is he great? Ah, damn, y'all are fucking retards, man. Boxing is boxing. All these motherfuckers do the same thing in the fucking ring. Whether it's a 105 pounder or 260 pounder. They both throw jabs. They both throw hooks. They both got a block. Some do it better than others. Some fight better competition. Some fucking divisions got better opponents. Man, y'all fucking talking about the heavyweights and you only give me three? Three fucking heavyweights? That's it, bro? That division is so lame. God damn, like three heavyweights. That's all you can give me in the last 40, 50 years? This shit is crazy. It is crazy, man. All these dudes are great. Fury, AJ, Usyk, fucking Parker, man. Dubois, shit. I got Parker beating Dubois. And I like your little take where you said that Parker might be better than Wilder. He will be after he kicks Dubois' ass, bro. That dude is in his prime. He's only 31, 32 years old. I done heard you professional high-level eye guys say that the heavyweights be hitting their prime in their 30s. So is Parker hitting his prime, Ness? Dude is a young heavyweight, right? 32? Ain't that young for the division?
Yep, it is. I didn't know you wanted an answer.
Yeah, bro, shit, man. I don't really give a damn what Tim Bradley says. So he did his thing. He gonna criticize fighters like we all do to get views, right? Fucking Two-Tone? No, Canelo's a duck. He's ass. He's scared. He's scared of the fucking monster David, the unaccomplished fucking 27, 28-year-olds. We all gotta talk that shit and minimize fucking great fighters to get clicks and views. Have a good one, fellas, and a happy new year.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
Peace.
Shout out to Tank, man. A lot of high level hate there, and that's why he's nominated for Hater of the Year. Salute. I see you, Mr. Perfect. Let me get to you. What up?
Yo,
Yo.
what's the deal, man? I want to shout out everybody that hold on, I'm playing this game for this money real quick. My phone NCAA. But yeah, shout out everybody that was nominated in this shit. Yeah, shout out Clarissa too, man. Fire ass movie, man. Y'all want to go see that shit?
I'm out here. I ain't get to see it, and I ain't got the fire stick out here.
Tone.
What up?
He went. He took
What
one.
up? You want to go?
He took one tone. He talked about it Saturday.
Oh, for
Yeah,
okay.
it's an amazing
You
movie,
like the
man.
movie?
It's an amazing movie.
Thank you, bro. I mean,
He
I
ain't
think he
there.
jumped off.
Yeah.
he jumped off.
Yeah, he in
Yeah,
between
man.
work.
I respect Tim, bro. Like, I ain't gonna disrespect him and shit like that. But he was like kind of backtracking when he said that. And then I guess he got mad when Usyk beat Fury. So he had to say that. He had to say he's not the best heavyweight. I mean, one of the best ever. But I mean, I got Usyk too. Behind NUA, Canelo third. And shit. I think Usyk, I don't think it's a lot of people that can beat him at all. And we gonna get that Dubois fight. I just want to see how Dubois handle that pressure again. And I think that won a low blow. It supposed to been called a knockdown. He didn't get up in 10 seconds. So that would have changed the whole little perspective of this whole little situation anyway. So we do need that rematch, even though he did knock him out. But we definitely do need that rematch. I got a bone to pick with Amanda Serrano, bro. Like, how is she getting nominated for Fighter of the Year, bro? Like, and she only won her only fight that she paid somebody to dive in the first round. Lost 2 fights. I don't see how you up for Fighter of the Year. I understand Fighter of the Year, but her being a Fighter of the Year, I don't understand that shit. They need to chill all that out. Uh, and I see the little Devin Haney shit, man, with the young thug, with the young thug stuff, man. Come on, man,
That
y'all
shit
know it's
work.
y'all turn. Y'all know it. Y'all know it's y'all turn, man. You know
He bought
when?
her fucking new rolls. Y'all seen that?
Yeah,
That shit.
I'm,
She posted, and that ain't his shit. His shit got orange seats. Her shit's got gray seats. They matching,
yeah,
but
man.
they got different interiors, so you know it's not the same fucking truck. So
And do you like that or?
I mean, he obviously bought that to tell y'all mind your fucking business. You feel me? Like he
No,
obviously love his girl. Ain't that like a $500,000 truck?
yeah, man. Yeah, that's just like that Trevor Hunter shit, man. Like I don't know, man. I be telling niggas, man, it's cool to be a simp and shit like that.
Hey
Like the
man,
papoose.
I'm pretty sure it was Ohio Runs Boxing that posted it, but boxing's first Travis Hunter was Mike Tyson. So let's fall back on Travis and
Chill,
let's fall
bro.
back on
Chill, bro.
let's fall back on Travis and Devin. You feel
God.
me? Feel me? Cause
But
the
it's a different.
Iron
No,
Mike was the first
No,
Travis.
Devin my nigga, bro. No, Devin my nigga, bro. Like, no, Devin my nigga. But the Mike Tyson shit, nah, you gotta stop that, bro. He wasn't getting no ass in high school. So once he first got his little piece of ass, of course you gonna go crazy, bro. Then you get all that
Nah,
money and you meet all these
nah.
women.
Fuck out of here.
Of
Now you
course you
trying
gonna
to
go
give him
crazy.
you trying to give him an excuse? Get the fuck out of here.
Nah, bro, cause you gotta
No,
bro,
no,
Devin been getting it. You talk
no,
about Mike, bro. He
no.
was lame in school, my dog.
No,
Like you
I ain't,
gotta
man. No. You Iron Mike. You
you
Iron
all
Mike.
come he won Iron Mike in school, bro.
Man, you Iron Mike. You was Iron Mike
Nah,
when
he
you
won
marry her.
Mike in
You
school.
was Iron Mike when you
He won
fell for her, so I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. None of
in
that
all
shit.
facts, but he won Iron Mike, bro. So you gotta get him a little and then he had a mental problem. So you gotta come on, man. You gotta
Oh,
give my dog
man.
some
Yo, we just making all type of excuses today.
I'm just saying, bro, you gotta give my dog some slack, bro. You can't just put that on him, bro. Cause when somebody get they first, you know what I'm saying? It's some niggas act different, bro. And I think that was Mike. That's why he
Yeah,
acted so
nah, for
crazy
sure,
when
for sure.
Bill did some crazy.
But the point is, if Iron Mike could be out here looking like that, other people ain't looking so bad. We just need to leave it be. Just leave it
Nah,
be.
fact, yeah, fact. I don't think Devin looking bad at all though. Like, I mean, if you go, every female done been with somebody, bro. So you can't get mad at the shit. And Devin doing the right thing. He not getting mad at the shit. So
But it's not your
big
time.
time boxing Detroit, man.
New York Bullet right back at us with a fat 10 hours. Yo, I'm dealing with hella bugs today. Never had I had all this many bugs. This shit bugging. He says, even if it was a low blow against Dubois, the ref called it low. Any smart fighter would take a break if the ref called time. I believe Usyk would have got up had the ref called it a knockdown and stopped Daniel still. I mean, but that's the beauty. We want to see him do that now because he put that doubt in our minds. Big Bay, what up?
Yo,
Yo,
yo, happy holidays, happy holidays.
what up, champ?
Yo, high key, like, I got into boxing because of Deontay Wilder, period. So, watching Deontay knocking dudes out, and then, like, he came to Brooklyn. I was living in New York City at the time. He came to Brooklyn and had that fight with, what's the Cuban dude? Ruiz, right?
Yeah,
What's the Cuban dude?
yeah, Ruiz.
Right? Yeah, he had the fight with Ruiz, and I got to watch it live and that's how I got into boxing 2017, 18. So we had that fight. I was excited. It was lit. I almost got into a fight in the crowd because you know what I'm saying. Wilder took a little time to knock the dude out, and then me and some Hispanic dudes was arguing, and we almost got into it. But we became cool after the knockout. We left together. It was calm. It was calm. You feel me? So we left together, and like just got out the building together. Like I ain't leave with something. Pause. But we like walked out together and just talked about the fight. It was kind of lit. So I say that to say when my favorite fighter lose to a dude, I give the dude who beat my man's respect. So when Fury beat Wilder, he gets my respect. So I hear G-Von like, Wilder fanboys is liking Fury. That's how it's supposed to be. My man's is Devin Haney. When Ryan beat Haney, he get my respect. Regardless of the racist shit he doing and the peds. It's just he just get my respect for beating my mans. So now that Fury lost to Usyk, he gets my respect. So when it come to what Tim Bradley's saying, he got his own perspective. The fans we watching the dude who beat the dude get beat. So I give Usyk my respect. I feel like he deserved to be in that category of all time great. Thing that we was saying Fury could do, we now got to give that to Usyk. He beat him twice fair and square. Ain't no if ands about it. Everybody had a little controversy on the second card, but I don't know. Like after that fight was done, I ain't know who won the fight. I'm like, it could go on either hands. But I remember texting my homie. I'm like, yo, if Fury don't get the knockout, I don't think the judge is gonna give it to him. I didn't see it. I didn't see like he did enough to beat the champion. So I say that to say, I give Usyk my respect for beating the man who beat my mans.
All right. Appreciate you, Big Bay. We got Brandon, Cincinnati.
Yo, Ness, what's up, bro? How my audio?
Straight.
I'm out here on the open road. Shout out to you. Glad you got the setup back, bro. It can't be the voice of the people if we can't hear the people's voices. My nigga Two Tone still there? Or he
Yeah,
left?
we in the building.
Hey, Two Tone, you out of pocket for taking your hat off in your last video with the roof missing, bro. What's wrong with you, man? You had the roof missing, man.
That's called a hook.
I
That's
thought
called a video hook.
That boy look like a high school version of Uncle Phil from the Fresh Prince with the roof missing, man. You can't be doing that, bro. You gotta make sure that baldy right when you cop on camera, bro. No, I'm talking shit. But as far as the topic, if we go to some pop culture shit, we can go to that. I've been pretty much vindicated on all that pop culture shit. Look like B. Maurice was right, per usual. Yeah, man. But Usyk's definitely a generational talent. When you think about it, motherfucker don't know how to lose. Gold medal, cruiserweight undisputed, heavyweight undisputed, lineal. Like he's definitely a generational talent, an all-time great. One of the few people that's become two-time undisputed. You can't deny that. Tim Bradley has the right to have his own opinion because he's the guy that didn't duck no fades in his career. Had a great career, great resume, fought everybody. But at the end of the day, yeah, you can't deny Usyk's a generational talent, man. All-time great. Definitely the greatest heavyweight of this generation. I would put it in order. I would have him number one, Fury number two, AJ number three. I'll put AJ over Wilder and Parker simply because he unified. And I think AJ's resume is slightly better than Wilder's. It gets tricky when you go to 4 and 5. Like it's Parker, obviously Parker and Wilder will top out my top 5. But where you put the guys, Parker does hold a win over Wilder. I think he does have a better resume than Wilder. Wilder does have 10 consecutive defenses, albeit not the best opposition. But in Parker, I think he only defended his belt like 2 or 3 times before he lost it to AJ. But he does have, like I said, a better resume than Wilder and a win over Wilder. So right now you can alternate who's number 4, who's number 5. I will put Parker at number 4. Right now, slightly over Wilder to put him in the number 5 spot. But if Parker beats Dubois, then I will move him up to top 3, move AJ down to number 4, and Wilder number 5 if he gets this Dubois win. But yeah, man, right now, man, you can't deny Usyk is the greatest heavyweight of this generation. and he's a generational talent within itself. Like I said, when's the last time this motherfucker lost? We seen him, win a gold medal, all that shit. That's my call.
Champ, that's the bell. That's the bell. James Benitez, what up?
What up?
Yo, Ness, two-tone, you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yo, man. Yo, hey, man, I'm surprised that we ain't have Tim Bradley on the ballot for Hater of the Year. Because if he was, he'll run away with a clean slate and win that shit, man. But you're right, that's high level hate, and I'm here for the shit. Um, Usyk, yeah, Usyk is probably number one for this era, but I'm surprised that everybody's forgetting about Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz should be closing out the top five of the heavyweights of this era, And Joseph Parker, when he does beat Dubois, because it's gonna happen. I'm standing on that. Joseph Parker is probably the second best heavyweight. He's gonna be officially number two of heavyweights of this era, and that's the fight that we all need to see. He may not have the name value to town, but he does have the skill. I was one of the few people that knew it was obvious that he was going to beat the shit out of Wilder. I knew it was also obvious he was going to beat the shit out of Jilly Jane. But, it's cool. I don't brag that I have a high level eye, but I do know boxing. Ness, also, for fighter of the year, I'm surprised that Angelo Leo ain't get credit for getting fighter of the year for really how he rebuilt himself back on pro box and everything, and then came back and got a title. That's one of the biggest accomplishments this year over like a fighter like Usyk. But that's just my personal opinion. That's neither here nor there. Devin Haney buying the Rolls Royce, that's kind of simp shit, man. Because I think he only did that because of the media backlash. Two Tone, that does remind me similar of that post that I did share with you. That nigga proposing with the trying to give the girl the $100,000 as he proposing the shit. Devin moves kind of like that nigga. you know, like that's just how I feel. But that's just my personal opinion. But also, that's neither here nor there. Ness, man. So how's the polls even looking so far right now? Is Brandon finally gonna get his Call of the Year, or is CYP somehow making his way back up the polls for Call of the Year, or is it going to be Jerry
Uh,
Sirianni at this?
I'm I'm
What's it
I'm
looking like?
counting. I'm counting. I mean, based off nominations, Brandon should be voted as Call of the Year. He had 20 or 21 people nominated him physically outside of thumbs up. So that has to
But
translate into votes.
that's how it always goes. Niggas always going to call out a person's name and shit, but when it gets time for the voting pool, they actually go the other way. So I hope Brandon does get his award because it's overdue. But we'll see. Other than that, man, I really ain't got much, man. There really ain't that much bullshit in boxing. Shout out to Jake Paul for actually collecting the big bag. He's shown that he really is the face of boxing. Like, who else is securing the $250 million bag? Even though it's coming from India, that's real fucking money. But Ness, Two Tone, man, shout out to you and shout out to the community as always. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.
Peace.
All right. C Dub.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
Yo, how the audio?
Straight.
Yo, how the audio?
It's straight. We hear you fine. Okay. You there?
I mean, some on his end.
Yeah, he that's crazy. All that time you waited there now. C Dub. All right. We got Mozzie. Mozzie, you gotta unmute.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yep.
Word. Yeah, man. What's going on? What's the word? Happy New Year, everybody.
Peace.
How my audio?
You straight?
Nah, word. Nah, but is Usyk an all-time great? Yeah, for sure. Why not? I mean, he beat everybody. You feel me? And that's all you got to do. I mean, people hate on us. They say he really beat nobody, or they try to shit on this generation of heavyweights, all you could do is beat in front of you. And he ain't ducked nobody. He fought everybody they put in front of him. He lined them up, and he knocked them all down. You can say what you want about the Dubois fight or whatever, but my fault. I'm a little out of breath. I'm at the gym. I just got off the treadmill, man. I'm getting these steps in there, these push-ups, man. Shout out to everybody doing the push-ups on the push-up challenge still. Everybody on the step challenge. You feel me? We still getting work. I got the 40-pound vest on right now. I'm getting crazy. I'm getting it in Monday morning. But yeah, man, he beat everybody they put in front of him, man. And you can't do nothing but give the man credit. Everybody said Tyson Fury was the man. He beat Tyson Fury twice. It is what it is, man. That shit is at this point, it's it's nothing you can say about that. Benitez, come on, dog. Sim shit. Come on, dog. That's pimp shit for real. Niggas not even paying attention to what's really going on. Like, do you understand what's going on? Bill Haney went up there and said, yo, this man do whatever he want with his girl. She okay with him fucking with whoever he want to fuck with. If the nigga want to buy the bitch a Benz, let him buy the bitch a Benz. It is what it is. And yeah, he did it to make everybody mad. Because look at y'all. 10 o'clock in the morning complaining about a nigga, what another nigga doing with his money. Come on, son. That's not, you know what I mean? Let that man do what he do. You got to have a stomach for that shit when you in the game. And Devin has shown he definitely got the stomach for all that shit that everybody be hating on him for. So it is what it is. He pulling lawsuits, he's suing niggas, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Y'all think he not supposed to be doing it. Who making y'all niggas mad doing it. Shout out to Devin. But yeah, I know I don't usually call in, but it's the end of the year, man. You never know what's gonna happen. Well, I said, fuck it, let me call in while I'm putting in this work. I'm about to get back to this work. Shout out to the community. Shout out to all the award winners. I'm ready for another year. I don't even listen to music no more. All I listen to is the boxing voice. So I'm glad we back. I'm glad we back up and running. Shout out to Ness. Shout out to Amin. Shout out to Tall. You know what I mean? Let's keep this shit going. That's my car. Holla at niggas.
You the man,
Yeah.
champ.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, Paul Bomba, too. Rest in peace, Paul.
That's wild. That's
Yeah.
wild, bruh.
Was that a Neo crib?
I
You may
don't
feel
know,
like it's your
bruh.
time,
I don't know. That's crazy,
but it's
bruh.
not your time.
That's crazy.
I
I
14
thought
this
that
year.
I thought that shit was a joke, bruh. Like I hit up his manager and man, that shit is real. That's crazy. They saying a
Yeah,
brain aneurysm. I'm like, how, bruh?
yeah, 14 fights this year.
Yeah, in Colombia.
That's a lot of trauma.
I mean,
I
if you
just hope
get
it wasn't like a.
if you getting hit, you feel me? Like he fighting in Colombia. He not supposed to be getting beat on. He's supposed to be doing a beating. I'm just saying. I don't know what's going on, man. That shit. 10 count for my mans though. That's it's fucking wild. Let me see. How can I do this properly? I'm trying to look for the black screen. Normally we have it. I'm not seeing it right now. This shit is not working the way it should. So that being said, we're just gonna go ahead and go to thumbnail and do the 10 count for Paul Bomba. Rest in peace, Paul Bomba. My condolences to his family. Terrible news, man. We got Chad in Canada on the check-in.
Hey, you guys got me? I don't have the greatest connection.
Sound good to us.
Okay, good. Look, I just jumped on after seeing the topic. I liked was it Mazzy? His call was great. And I agree. Like, is there a debate happening that Usyk's somehow not an all-time great? Is Tim Bradley saying he's not?
Yeah, he's saying he's a legend in his own right, but an all-time great he is not.
And like, sorry, I haven't been listening. Like, just give me the top reason why he's not. Like, why does he feel he's not?
Well, top reason would be he only beat two guys. He only beat two, you know, alleged of the best heavyweights, and he only has 22 fights.
I mean, I get it. I get his angle, but the complete opposite is an argument as well. Like the fact that he's done it in so few fights and got to where he is and accomplished what he has. It was like Josh Taylor on his run too, you
Yeah,
know?
but
Like
you know how the
to me that
historians are. Like their era is always gonna be better. So to them, his heavyweight run isn't the Joe Frazier's and the George Foreman's and the Muhammad Ali's. That's all they're gonna do.
yeah,
They're
I
gonna
mean,
discredit it that way. They're gonna. It's always gonna be well. Those guys aren't Sugar Ray Leonard and Hagler.
yeah, like I know a lot of people they debate the cruiserweight argument over Usyk or Holyfield. Look, I'm going to run out of time, and there's just not enough time to go over all the details of why Usyk is an all-time great in my mind. But I mean, forget about the whatever you think. He hasn't fought the best of the best. I mean, the truth is he has fought best of the best. Maybe not all of them, but damn, I mean, I think he's done everything he needs to prove that yes, he is an all-time great. Who's going to accomplish what Usyk has in any division anytime soon? You know, I mean, it's incredible what he's done. That jump from cruiserweight to heavyweight, it's different than any other uh, when you move up, you know, like to me that cruiserweight to heavyweight, man, you're in deep when you move up to heavyweight from there. And he's always been a smaller heavy. I mean, things are just different now too, you know, like 220 was the average heavyweight back in the day, and now these guys are beasts. 250 is probably the average heavyweight. And Usyk, a smaller man, to me when he beat AJ, he had done enough to prove himself as a heavyweight. That first fight, like I had seen enough to believe, you know, and everything he's accomplished since then, I just don't know. To me, even just his cruiserweight had already guaranteed him a spot in the hall. I mean, maybe not first ballot, but he was going to get in there. So now you add on top the heavyweight aspect. I just don't see like what else. What do we want from these guys? What are they supposed to do? I mean, the past is the past, and we have our guys now. And he's done everything he's supposed to. I think guys are just hating on Usyk if they don't want to acknowledge that. It's crazy to me. Bradley, I like Bradley, but yeah, sometimes he says things I don't agree with, but I'm not mad at him or nothing. What would you say that I'm on Discord? So what would you say that the people are saying in the chat? Like, are most people agreeing that Usyk is a great?
Yeah, most people don't agree with uh, Bradley. But
Yeah, good.
again, they're also not really defining all-time great. Some people are choosing to use the word legend, and that's where the debate is. That's why it's the great debate. What defines an all-time great? To me, that means a person that should be able to dominate in any era. That's why he's an all-time great. You look at Floyd, and you can see him beating everybody allegedly in every era. You know, what defines an all-time great to you and to others is probably gonna be, what determines the debate.
I think that's the problem across the board in boxing, like say for example, a pound for pound list, like we don't have any like specific set of rules that everyone follows. So it's mainly, a bit of facts and a lot of opinion. And I can live with that as long as people are keeping it in a realm of reasonableness. I think Bradley's entitled to that opinion if that's what he thinks. But yeah, other than that, the Usyk thing, I mean, to me, like it's not even worth debating, really. Like, to me, if someone feels that way, like I'll just let them feel that way. I mean, man, it would take like 20 minutes to go through all the reasons why Usyk, like if you go through all his statistics and not just who he fought, but the circumstances he fought them under too, man. Like to me, what makes it great is the context of their era, the circumstances of their era, not just who they fought.
That's the
All
bell,
the
Chad.
circumstances are, yo.
C-Dub.
Yo, how the audio?
Straight.
Straight, that's what's up, man. Shout out TBV, smash that like button, it's free, do something with yourself. Shout out to the panel, Ness, Two-Tone. I don't know if King, still there.
He's not.
Okay, cool. Chad, great caller, man. Salute to him. Man, this is a hater statement, Chad. That's all it is. Or it's a statement to get the community riled up, to get the eyes on boxing, to get Tim Bradley wanting some attention. And look, it worked. Just like, Tank saying he beefing with Mayweather. They say crazy shit to get people to drum up attention. And it worked. Look, let's doing the topic on it. It's a title today. That's what we're debating. So, it worked. Good job, Tim Bradley. It's very idiotic, to take the stance that Usyk is not an all-time great. We have, Ness mentioned it. For some reason, people, but you know what, Ness? That's not even Tim Bradley era to say that Ali was, to compare, like, he just saying he's not an all-time great at all. And that's just crazy. But that's how I know it's just something to get the people riled up, to get conversation started, to spark conversations. We as humans have this fault. A lot of people was hating, they be hating on LeBron, saying he's not top 5. Then they'll mention George Gervin or some bullshit. Like, George Gervin is great, yeah, but LeBron is, just because you living in it, you gotta understand and acknowledge that you are amongst the greats. Tom Brady, all-time great of this era and all-time great ever. Just because you lived in it, don't mean you gotta discredit it. It's like you can't. It's like people can't appreciate something until it's gone or until they retire. For some reason, I'm not sure. But Tim Bradley not the only one. Like they say, Alabama wasn't an all-time dynasty just because they lived through it. It's just the hate clouds the intelligence. And everybody try to get breadcrumbs. Usyk beat AJ beat Klitschko. Klitschko an all-time great, right? Now it's an argument that Klitschko wasn't Klitschko. He was coming off of a break. He was, on the backside of his career. But Fury beat Klitschko when he was Klitschko. Usyk beat him twice too. So there's no debate. Usyk, undisputed cruiserweight and heavyweight. He hasn't lost. B. Maurice, great caller. The man don't know how to lose. He's an all-time great, point blank, period. The only one that he didn't get to was Wilder. Yeah, Wilder would have slept him in his prime. We all know that statue shit. So, he did good by, choosing to not fight Wilder when he first came to the division. He could have got a belt. I wish Wilder was discussing it when he was in his doing his run. He was like, man, I need to go down to cruiserweight. And I wish he would have. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't. But yeah, man, it's no debate. Bradley is obvious hater, or he can't appreciate greatness, or it just was something to rile up the public, to get the public talking, to get some attention on what he's saying. And it worked. Shout out TBV, smash that like button, it's free, do something with yourself.
All right. Shout out C-Dub. We got Treese, who's been nominated for Caller of the Year as well, or Rookie of the Year, or something like that.
Yow.
Y'all wilding on the nominations this year. Y'all got it wrong, B.
Oh shit.
Damn, I guess Two-Tone going for hater of the year and shit. Like,
No, not
That's
Treats.
wicked.
No, Treats was cooking.
For sure. What up though? What up though? But hey. What I do want to say is shout out C Dub, man. I just heard him mention my nigga. Y'all know I'm madness with the matchmaking and shit. You know me. Fuck it. I heard him mentioning my nigga Klitschko. I'm like, fuck it, man. And we all know Usyk is the all-time great. This guy's, to me, talking dumb shit. My man got a gold medal as a cherry on top, you feel me, to go on top of all the other accolades the nigga got. You feel me? With the 2-time undisputeds and all this other shit. You feel me? And he said, fuck it, I'm gonna give you the gold medal too, just so you niggas really can't say shit. But hey, that's neither here nor there. But what I do want to say is, man, I'm hearing guys talking about him going back and fighting Dubois and shit because Dubois landed a body shot that might have, maybe, could have, possibly some sort of, hurt Usyk. And no, motherfucker, he got his ass knocked out when it was all said and done. So I don't necessarily need to see that shit again. That's just me though. But Usyk, man, if you want to do something great, you feel me? You want to go out, you feel me, like a great or something, man, you might as well say, fuck it, man. Go ahead and fight that nigga Klitschko, man. Fuck it. They was talking about bringing Klitschko back for Fury and shit for a rematch that we didn't get. Fuck that. Go ahead and do it for the kingdom of Ukraine. You feel me? The battle of Ukraine. Go ahead and jump in there with Mr. Klitschko. You feel me? That'll solidify your all-time greatness for some people who don't think that you got it, gang. You feel me? You do that for your country. You feel me? You can do that for your name. You do that for your legacy. You feel me? The Klitschko, we all consider him the greatest of the greatest around yonder. So shit, Usyk, go ahead and put his head on your mantle. That'd be a play. If it was good enough for Fury, it's good enough for you, gang. I'd watch it. But hey, what the fuck? Hey, man, Two-Tone, what you think, man? I think that's the better play than him going after that Dubois shit. I'm just saying, if he'd want to jump in there with Klitschko, what you think, man?
Hey, Treese, who else that was retired and laid up you try to put out there in the fight?
Oh,
like,
shit,
what
we got
doing?
him. Hey, man, you know that Robert Guerrero, that shit still viable for that nigga Boots, gang. He fucked up right now. You got to think, bro. Think right now, if Boots was to say that I'm fighting Robert Guerrero tomorrow, he got a better name than that on his resume right now than a Robert Guerrero, gang?
Treese, you like the Dr. Umar of boxing, yo. This shit is just, it's crazy,
no, I'm
yo.
just saying, man. I just thought, hey, I'm just, hey, man. Sometimes we need hey, Boots need a nigga like me. We got to get him right. Because all these other guys, we don't want to see Karen Chukadazian 3, motherfucker. If you going to do that, you might as well go ahead and do a Robert Guerrero or some shit. Like, go ahead and do an Andre Berto. Fuck it. You ain't doing shit else. Eddie Hearn got you looking bad anyway. Fuck it. But
I think Boots got
hey,
himself
man, like
looking
I
bad,
said,
but that's another story for another day.
hey, man, but hey, King of Mean, did you go see that? Is the fire inside, man? Did you go see that, man? That my beautiful Clarissa Shields biopic.
I was on a road trip with my family, so I didn't get a chance to see it yet. But I it's funny you asked me that because I don't want to be one of them people, you know what I'm saying, that I get a tweet about that I ain't see the movie. So, I will see the movie.
Okay, yeah, we gotta go support, man. We trying to push her to #1 in the box office. You hear me? But yeah. Shout out TBV, shout out Toledo, Ohio, and shout out Clarissa Shields. You doing your damn thing. Oh, and I do want to say, the Midwest Mafia got a gripe for people not mentioning my fighter O'Shea Jones, you feel me, as an option for Female Fighter of the Year. I do want to mention we won the belt, goddamn it, we done this. OTX, we were their first world champion, you feel me? That's a flagship fighter, you feel me, by definition. I just wanted to say, O'Shea Jones, we ain't forgot about you, baby. You Female Fighter of the Year, you definitely should be a nominee. But shout out TBV and shout out Toledo, Ohio, goddamn it. Y'all be cool, man.
Yeah, man.
Treese matchmaking is crazy.
Crazy matchmaking.
CYP.
Hey, how y'all ain't nominate Boo Boo Andre for Guest of the Year? Y'all wild.
That
was the Guest of the Year. Boo Boo, he violated Berlanga, violated McCumbee, violated Canelo, gave props to the Mexican Monster. Oh wow.
Hey, Tone, just because I wasn't nominated don't mean I'm gonna let you talk over me, homie. You know what I'm saying?
My bad, bro. Cook, bro.
Hey, I've been doing some doot 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 doot. I'm man. If I hate to say this shit, but if we're talking about all-time great heavyweight, he is not all-time great fighter. Yes. Do y'all know you can't name a fighter who's only fought 5 dudes at a division that you call an all-time great at that division? I don't know if Tim Bradley like that. Maybe that's what he means. Heavyweight division is the only division where they need to see you there knocking dudes out and beating dudes because that's the biggest division. You don't know the size, you don't know the weight. Everybody loses up there. Everybody loses up there, and they have more than 5 opponents. That's the point. He has to do more at that division to be an all-time great at heavyweight. Do y'all know that Floyd Mayweather at super welterweight beat Cotto and Canelo? Does that make him an all-time great super welterweight because he beat them two at super welterweight? No, but he beat them two, and he's a great fighter, probably the greatest of all time. But at that weight class, nah. You got two. Those are 2 extraordinary Hall of Fame names that he beat at 154. But people ain't going around calling him one of the greatest 154 pounders ever. This dude, Usyk, has 5 opponents at heavyweight in the division where the top 10 dudes that you will name got 50 fights, 40 fights, 50, 60 fights, 49 fights. It's too many fights because you can catch that guy like I seen Rockman that one time where he knocked your head off. You can get beat by a dude when you're a little older. You can get knocked out. You can get caught by a punch you didn't see. That's what the heavyweight division is. That's why you can take losses at heavyweight and still be great. Usyk ain't been there long enough to be no all-time great at heavyweight. At heavyweight. Now, if you want to say, well, he's undisputed. I said, cool. By beating 5 opponents, he's been undisputed. But remember, Charles Martin had a belt too. We got to stop with these belts meaning so much because Charles Martin had a fucking belt, man. Let's cut the cap. He had one of them motherfuckers. And Charles Martin should not have no belt. He should be nowhere near one. Nowhere near a belt, okay? That's it. But I got to say, if that's what Tim Bradley meant, as in heavyweight, I agree with him. As in fighter, hell no, he's delusional. You got to give him credit. Got to give him credit. But I think it was, I don't know who called, Chad or the other dude. I don't know who called in first and was talking about the weight discrepancy. I'm telling y'all, I know I've been here a long time. I ain't never heard nobody talking about the weight discrepancy for Wilder except for me, C-Dub, and one of the other callers used to do that. What's the other dude from Alabama? Oh, shit. Damn. He don't call in no more. Damn, he was good caller. Forgot his name. It was 3 of us for the past 4 years been talking about the weight discrepancy, but now all of a sudden that matters to y'all. But I'm going to keep it on topic. If you're talking about great heavyweight, you got to fight more than 5 opponents in heavyweight to be known as a great heavyweight. That's just my opinion. So if that's what Bradley meant, I'm rocking with Bradley on this one. If that's what he meant, CYP out.
And you know what? I kind of see that. Initially I thought that I see CYP's argument, not Bradley's argument. Because I think some people have a harder time saying Usyk is a great all-time fighter because that's such a broad statement, right? Whereas if you say all-time great heavyweight, you got to open it up to so many divisions. It's supposed to be that way, where it's better to say in a much broader way that he's an all-time great fighter. But
you breaking up,
it's disrespectful to say as a
Two-Tone, can you speak to see if it's my connection or is it
Yeah. 1 2 1 2.
Yeah,
you hear me?
You're coming in clear. You got bad service, bro. You're literally frozen right now. So yeah. Yeah, maybe jump out. Okay, he left. Jerry, what up?
Jerry Siriano.
Jerry, you gotta unmute.
Let him cook. Let him cook. There's going to be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing when El Moreno steps in the ring. Ding, ding. You know that microphone flamethrower, the boxing voice, I shook up the world caller. You know, if there's ever a theory that we can go on where styles make fights, it's in the heavyweight division. We can look at Muhammad Ali versus Frazier, and if they fought 10 times, I say Ali wins 7 out of 10. If Foreman and Ali fight 10 times, I say Ali wins 8 out of 10 times. But if Foreman and Frazier fight, Frazier going 0 and goddamn 10. So when I look at Fury, Fury's always struggled with smaller heavyweights that are light on their feet and have faster hands. Steve Cunningham comes to mind. You know, Wilder had issues with Fury because he was a bigger man, longer reach, lighter on his feet, had stamina for days. And the one thing that we're not mentioning is that when Wilder was Wilder, like that man that called earlier and said he went to his first fight and Wilder made him a boxing fan. When Wilder was doing Wilder things, he was the first champion to call Usyk out. They didn't want any parts of Deontay Wilder. So there's always going to be some doubts. And I'm going to tell you now that if Usyk would have faced Wilder his first shot in the heavyweight division, we wouldn't be having this goddamn conversation. Because I look at Usyk's style and I say he was tailor-made for a brawler, athletic, with goddamn grenades in both hands, Wilder. Once Bomba would have slept Usyk, that's my take, and I'm taking that to the grave. But you know, I feel like I got 24 goddamn hours to live. I got 72 before I shut this machine down. 24 hours to live. Where would I go? What would I do? Who's the last chick that I'll hit? I can't go on without saying, Nestor Gibbs, you made a decision this year. And if I go over, I'll send you a counter. You made a decision this year that although you put a brave face on, I'll send you a counter. Although you put a brave face on, I call you the Iron Horse. You come in here, you do your show 6, 7, 8, 9 hours. Sometimes your co-hosts show up. If they don't show up, the show goes on. Iron Horse, Nestor Gibbs. You made a decision that you had to move on from Danny. And you ain't got to tell me, you ain't got to tell no one else. I know that was one of the hardest decisions you had to make in your goddamn life. But you know what? You made the right decision. You made the right decision. And if you're listening out there and you're an entrepreneur, two-tone, you got your shit about to pop off. If you don't believe in yourself, if you don't believe in a vision, if you can't see it, no one else can. So if I don't call again and I shut this goddamn machine down right now, Nestor, I will always be listening to the show if I don't call. Brother, you've made a fan out of me for life. And to everyone listening right now, I don't need to win a goddamn award. I didn't come out here to win awards. I've been nominated. That's good enough. I'll leave the rest for y'all. If you don't hear from me again, I'm sure you will on some other platform, but it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. And this is Jerry Soriano, your lender for life. I want you to give me a goddamn 10 count as I walk off into the sunset. Now say goodnight to the bad guy one last time. This is Jerry Soriano, your lender for life. Let him cook!
Did he just George Costanza go out on a high note?
I mean, I don't even understand what's going on here. He's like, okay, he wanted the challenge of being caller of the year and take CYP out. Now he's saying he's not sticking around for the results, nor is he coming back. Yo, come on, Jerry. You guys are so theatrical.
He's a wrestling fan for sure. He was out of breath by the time he finished that shit.
Yo, man. Shout out to CYP demanding the recount, man. We got Big Bay Quinn, member for 10 months. I appreciate the TBV Fighter of the Year nomination.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your
I
time.
seen somebody in Discord say that they were shocked you ain't had more votes. We got All and $5. Who are the best 140 pounders in New York City and what gyms are they out of? Shit, in New York City, man, at 140, off the top, I would say Titus Williams is around that weight. Colbert's not around that weight, a little bit under that weight. Hitchens is in that weight. Man, what's the Amanda Serrano prospect? What weight is he? He big as hell. Is he 160 or 140?
What, the John
The Puerto Rican kid from out of Cops and Kids. You know what I'm talking about?
Nah, I think he's bigger than 140. I think he's 160.
He been on the Caribbean Royale cards. But anyway, yeah, I mean that's all I know off the top. It would have to get more research done. We got New York Bullet back with another 5. What's going on? This shit about to. He says, I wonder if Bradley would have had the same questions had Haney, Teo, or Tank undisputed twice in 2 divisions and beat their nemesis twice. We got RRT Boxing with Mr. A, $5. I ran into a lesbian couple on Christmas asking where they coming from. Quote unquote, the fire inside, they replied. Hashtag Hardin, 3 faces in Hardin smoke. And Gavin Goins, $5. Damn, my dog Jerry went out sounding like Carlito's way. Laughing out loud, goat emoji. Yeah, nah. He used a lot of, what was that, Black Rob or was that Locks? 24 hours to live.
Locks,
nah, that was Mace.
Yeah, it was
that
DMX, then the Locks, and Black Rob on that.
Mace too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tip, what up?
Yo, what's good, man? Happy New Year's, fellas.
Happy New Year's.
Peace,
Is
Tip.
it New Year's already? Not yet. We got like 2
Well,
days,
I mean,
man.
Man, it's the 30th, man.
Y'all
We got like a
rushing,
day.
man. Nah, tomorrow's still the 31st. Then you got
Well,
the first.
I mean, Christmas passed. So it is what it is. But look, man, shout out to Jerry, man. Like this dude. Yo,
I said I'm about to throw the 50 on Jaden Daniels to win the Super Bowl, bro.
hey, man, come join the team, man. Everybody else jumping on now. You know what I'm saying? Come join the team, man. Look,
That nigga dick.
Yeah, this man Jerry, bro, like he found out he wasn't winning, so he tried to leave on a high note. You know what I'm saying? Nigga found out he lost to Brandon, so all of a sudden he retiring. Like Jerry just really came on here and gave the same speech CYP gave like a month ago. This dude is terrible, man. Oh, if I don't call in, or if you see me on another show, like Jerry, cut the shit. Ain't nobody believe shit Jerry just said, bro. Jerry trying to win that. Look, then he gonna come on here and say, I didn't come on here to win an award. Like, bro, you was just campaigning to win Call of the Year for like the last 2 months. Like, these dudes is terrible, man. These dudes is terrible. But shout out to Treese, man. Treese was the only person in the theater to watch that Clarissa Shields movie. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a big shout out to him. Yeah. Ain't too many people go see it allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Perfect was there too. I don't know what you mean
Oh,
about allegedly not going to see it. Rotten Tomatoes got that shit highly ranked. Highly ranked.
so only the Midwest niggas in the community went to go see the movie, man. Shout out to them, man. Midwest Mafia holding it down.
I love it, man.
Oh yeah,
Me and my son
yeah,
had the theater to
yeah.
ourselves.
Tone went and he ain't from no Midwest.
Yeah, me and my son had the
I mean,
theater to ourselves. Loved it.
Damn.
no.
Tone, you ain't shit. You ain't had to say that. Hey, yo, he ain't shit.
Yo, how was the movie though? How was the movie though? I haven't been to see a movie in a minute. Was it good? Is it worth it? Is it worth the watch?
Nah, he said it
Nigga,
was
Tone
worth it. He
terrible,
said
bro.
it was worth it.
I might
Yeah,
go see it, man. I don't know.
uh,
Ain't nothing really coming out till next year. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I consider going to see it. Or I just wait till it come out on like DVD or something. You know what I'm saying?
He said DVD. Hey Al, and you ain't even winning that award, right? Who winning in the Hater of the Year? Who up?
Shit, y'all went over the poll, the joint already?
Yeah, it's out for
I
votes
wasn't e-
now. It's out for
I
votes.
wasn't even I wasn't even here for the nominations.
Oh,
That
you
shit
ain't make the
crazy. It's all
cut?
good, man.
You may feel
Oh,
like
for
it's your
real?
time,
Wait, you ain't make the
but it's
cut for
not your
Hater of
time.
the Year?
I did it. Oh,
I'm
they did me
asking you.
dirty.
I'm asking you. You said
I
I
don't
thought
know.
that's what you
I ain't
just
check.
said.
I ain't check. I ain't check it. Nah, I ain't
Yeah,
check it.
no, you in there. Oh, you actually winning so far.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
Baby
Hey, man.
Joker,
Hey,
you in a tough class though. That's crazy. James, they want to name the award after James. Only 7% voted for him. That's wild.
that shit crazy. They should have replaced James with Bo Rogers, man. Y'all disrespectful, bro.
Hey yo, hey James, man, you gotta get your shit up, bro. How they got 7%? But they got motherfuckers calling in here like, yes, he should be the award. Name it after him. You all get your old, you little mad
Oh,
dog
man.
drinking. Y'all get out of here. Hey yo, hey yo. Hey yo, Adrian Sosa with the $5 Zell. He said went to Texas for the Alamo Bowl and kept saying chili killers all week, and my girl got hot at me. Tone,
that's lit.
that's
That's
crazy,
lit.
Tone. Uh, who is next? We got Mr. Negativo. He got nominated for Call of the Year. You ain't make that cut. Alex
Hey, can you hear
Vega.
me?
Hey, we hear you. Did you
All
hear
right,
us?
excellent. Good morning. Yeah, I heard what you said. That's fine. I was never shooting for that. I think we have some great nominees. But yo, I gotta address this, bro. I really have no idea why people love Jerry so much whenever he talks, I have no idea what he's speaking about. It's like so long drawn out and it's so much yelling. Like I just feel like there's no real substance to the words he's saying. It's just all about it just feels like constant pandering. Yo, like high key. You know, I felt like he's trying to pander for more votes, acting as if he's going to leave TBV. You know, I guess he saw that there's a new vote and he's not leading anymore. So, you know, he's got to do something to spice it up because obviously, you know, his style of his delivery to his calls, it's kind of reached the ceiling with his votes. You know, that's what I'm assuming, Haki. Hey, man, I said it before and I said it again, bro.
Why you
Yo,
taking little soft shots at my mans, bro? We picking up them vibes, high key.
hey, man, hey, low key, bro. Nah, I'm stop. I had nothing for that. I mean, bro. I mean, this is your fault. Remember that. This is your fault. So whatever the result is, this is on you.
Hey
You know
man,
what I mean? So
the community would love two fighter. Not look, y'all both nominated for Fighter of the Year. Imagine we see a fight with the both of y'all. I think we would love that, man. think we would love
No,
that.
for sure, man. But listen, you're really funny because you've been egging this on for months. Even before we fought at Border Wars, you've been talking about the potential matchup between him and I. I finally respond to something. He said, if I was his trainer, I wouldn't have watched that fight. Yo, you're funny, bro. You're pretty good at what you do, but it's just so funny how it isn't because we've been around for a while, all these years. You are Mr. Flip Flopper, so I guess it's right on code with that, bro. Um, yo, you're throwing me off here, man.
I just think that his height is going to give you all types of problems. But you said it. You spar with 6'4" guys. Let's hope that they're also southpaw.
Yeah, but how my veracity ain't gonna give him problems? Because he was in there with somebody that was no disrespect to him, but the man was fucking crying beforehand. The man never really pushed the pace. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
he landed like one good left hand and saw it didn't do nothing, and he just went back to retreating, bro. Like so. I mean, yo, we go ahead.
Like me, you're assuming that he hasn't sparred other guys, right? Like I assumed you didn't spar big 6'4" guys. You're going off the fight that you've seen. I'm going off what I see in the gym. But hey, man, don't worry about no counter. You got your call. You got that.
I appreciate
just know. I'm consistent. You call me a flip flopper. Ask Keem. I said, Keem, you could beat Marvin, but I don't advise you to take it now. And look, I would have been right. Same thing with Big Bay. You a natural, but I don't advise you to fight Esteban now. He proved me wrong. I always take the side of the team first because you got to think for your fighter. Your fighter, that y'all always going to be tough. See, you already think you could beat him. But hey, we'll love to see it.
Nah, man. Hey, listen, man. We want to put on a show. Border Wars, TBV. It's a great community. I'm excited to see exactly how this all come to be when it comes to March 1st. It's going to be a successful event. But on to the topic, man. Hey, listen. It is absolutely crazy for Timothy Bradley to say Oleksandr Usyk isn't an all-time great. First of all, do we put a cap on who's an all-time great? Do we it's only like 3 fighters, 5, 15? Like who's to say he's not? You can have multiple all-time greats. We could say great, all-time great of this generation, all-time great southpaw. I mean, there's so many things Oleksandr Usyk has done. I mean, from an amateur all the way to today, the man has been a winner. The man has been number one in whatever class he's in since he became a gold medalist in the Olympics. 2-time undefeated. A guy smaller, a guy bigger, a guy stronger. He's faced he's had certain adversities to overcome, and he's done it. For him to be the guy that's 6'9" that people were saying he was saying he was an all-time great. Even on Timothy Bradley's, I'm sure, pound for pound list, if we took a look, I bet he did vote him on the ESPN.com list. I'm sure because I remember AJ's been on there. I can't say specifically Timothy Bradley did, but at least his colleagues, that's been in discussion. But I'm sure if we look through the records, we could find him voting for a heavyweight, most likely Tyson Fury being on pound for pound list. And now he has Usyk number one. In an era, man, we're in a pretty good era. Is it the golden age? No. But to say Usyk is an all-time great, it's disgusting. The man has proven everything. I'm sure Timothy Bradley has picked against Usyk maybe once or more. And he's overcome that too. He has. Some people can't stand to be wrong. I think that's what it comes down to. Instead of saying, "Hey, I misjudged it," or "I didn't see it coming this way," or just to say the simple words, "I was proven wrong." A lot of people just refuse. They just want to put fighters down, man. And listen, if you want to see not an all-time great heavyweight, sure, but with time, things can change. You never know. AJ could come back. Fury can come back. Dubois could become an all-time great if he beats guys, from the old generation and then the new generation. I want to throw it in there too, man. We messed up on Prospect of the Year. Moses Thomas should have been a late ad. So, I mean, it is what it is. It already passed. And maybe because he's not here in the United States, he didn't get much attention. But for what he did to Dempsey McKean, he proved me wrong. I thought that was going to go rounds. And he got him out of there behind the head shot. And then, one shot, dead shot. But, yeah, man, it's okay to be wrong, guys. It's okay, man. That's my call. Appreciate y'all.
All right. It's like I said about the Bruno upset over Jaime. You guys had time. I literally me and the team literally just did this. Like, you guys had all the time in the world to go in and edit your response and add either of those guys. Can't blame it on me, man. Again, voice of the people. I'm going based off what y'all put there.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
We got DC3 with a counterpunch for Treese. And we got Jerry sending his counterpunches. H-Town with the $10 says, Tim Bradley is hot garbage. How the heck he ain't Usyk an all-time great? This is our Evander Holyfield. I'm starting to think if you not melanated, you got to do triple. All right.
What?
I don't know.
That's wild.
I mean,
That's
I don't know
crazy.
because in one hand we had Paulie that is looking right? He said this was the era of the European. And people mistook that and made him sound like he was racist. He was just trying to say that we're getting a wave of dominant European fighters, Bakram, Usyk, Fury, Lomachenko, and whoever else you can fit in there that I am forgetting. I don't know if Dennis Baranchak deserves that title just yet. But whatever other, I think that maybe Paulie's delivery was wrong, but certainly there's an argument to what he said if it's phrased properly. We got Barrow City E, what up?
Yo.
Yo, what up?
Yo, what's good, fellas?
What up with you?
And shit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little confused because 1 minute caller saying he not an all-time great. Next minute caller saying he not an all-time great heavyweight. Which is the argument? What did Tim Bradley say exactly?
He says he's not an all-time great. He ain't defined heavyweight because I guess we talk in the heavyweight division, but he said he's not an all-time great because he only beat two heavyweights.
And see, I'm gonna disagree with that. Because like you just don't go 2 times undisputed. You damn sure just don't go fight the top 3 guys at a heavier weight division that all walk around 40 pounds to 50 pounds heavier than you, literally giving up 4 divisions every time you fight the damn man. If that's not an all-time great, then I just don't know what is. I mean, it's literally when you want to talk pound for pound talk. That's literally the meaning of pound for pound. Like, if we around the same size, I'll beat your motherfucking ass. Like, if you want to say all time great heavyweight, then I can agree because it's a lot more to be desired. You can't just beat 3 fighters at the weight class and then we call you the all time great at that weight class. Especially when the pool isn't that deep. So, like if we're gonna just say all time great, I disagree. But if you're gonna say all time great heavyweight, then I would agree. I feel like it's a lot more he could do before we just give him that stamp. I mean? We in an era now where you just really gotta have a viral victory for people to give you this stamp gold or give you this stamp one of the all time greats. I don't believe in that. I'm one of the ones that err on the side of consistency. Like you don't get to just do that shit once or twice. You got to keep doing that shit. You know what I mean? We don't call Tom the greatest of all time because he won one Super Bowl or because he just beat Peyton or just because he beat Ben Roth. No, we call him the great because he kicked everybody ass. You know what I mean? His whole era. And you have to take that into consideration. Is he an all-time great fighter? Yes. I believe Usyk could have survived back in those golden era with the cruiserweights and the heavyweight because he's very skilled. He has great footwork, great jab, in and out. And you never seen a guy that heavy that can move that fleet footed like that with a chin to match. So, like, when I look at it, I disagree with him when he says he's not an all time great. But if you want to say he's not an all time great heavyweight, then I can agree with that because I feel like he still got work to do. But yeah, that's my call, fellas. One more thing. See what I pick. I take a little shot at you. I heard you say something about Charles Martin being a champion and how we can't take all champions the same. It's crazy because when I said that about Tank and Rolly and Pitbull, you ain't felt that same way. But I digress.
Spider Rico. Even Spider got a nomination. You ain't made
Grand
the
Rising,
cut,
dog.
but you got that nomination.
You hear me though?
Yep.
All right, bet. Thank you, Tom. I say that respectfully. Whoa, there. Do. Do. It's inevitable. Protect your mental health at all times. Don't let your past haunt you. Little baby. I know you out there. I was made for the big stage, the big days, the big bays like this. Long nights, I prayed and I wish. Shadow boxing, nobody hit. I throw it, I promise I ain't gonna miss. Just ask little baby. I found your chin. I found you upside the head. The referee wasn't calling the shots. You was hitting me on behind the head. So, didn't have my mouthpiece. I tore my ACL 4 months before the fight. You understand? I know you're happy you got your title. You know you're WBC champion now. You with Wilder? You say they say you from Las Vegas. Then you say you lived in New York. Where are you from? That's what I want to know. I bet you from the same places where Nestor at, God in the Dominican Republic right now. That's why God was with you when we was having a fight. Even God was against me. Everybody seen Nestor was against me when I had my fight. God was against me. It's okay. I like it that way. Cause when me win, y'all ain't gonna have nothing to say. Whoa, day. How about that? That's what Clarissa say. Allah is the perfect punter. That's what Devin say. We did it again. That's what Tank say. Yeah, I don't like all this stuff. I believe they manipulated the heavyweight division so what two white men could fight. Ain't nobody talking about that. It was the first time in 100 years. They just ignored that history. First, they manipulated it. They didn't want till it's death. That's what Wilder say. Till it's death. They didn't want two black men to fight for the undisputed title. So they act like AJ was scared. They act like Wilder was a bitch. They said all this other shit. But the reality is they manipulated everything. And even when the boys when the boys hurt the man, they already had a plan. Two white men to fight for the undisputed. That's the ball from Oregon with love. I'm gone.
Shout out Esteban, man, with the killer conspiracy. Al in the Bay, what do you say?
Yo, what's up? What's up? Straight from the Bay Area. Yeah, man. Happy Christmas to everybody. Um, I said what can be a good big man is a great little man. You feel me? I seen it coming. I knew it was gonna happen. I don't think it was a robbery. Um, yeah, man. It's everything I thought was gonna do. And for people to think Wilder was gonna beat Usyk, what do Wilder have a problem with? People who know how to move their feet. And Usyk know how to move his feet. You feel me? He was doing the tango, with Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury moves, he moved. So, that whole Wilder could have beat Usyk. Get that out your picture. Get that out your mind right now. Um, I'm still campaigning for Joshua 2025. Everybody should get on that bandwagon for Joshua 2025. I think it'll be a great fight. I
My
think
bro,
Joshua Parker,
you keep saying Joshua. What fight do you mean?
Anthony Joshua versus Joshua Parker.
Who's Joshua Parker?
I mean, uh, dang. Anything? No, never mind. I'm tripping.
Joseph
I'm talking about
Parker?
Parker. Joseph Parker, my bad.
But he fighting Dubois. He already
I
scheduled the
still I
fight.
still want I still want to see that rematch though.
Okay.
Uh
So you want
but that'd
Parker
be a good fight
Joshua.
though.
Parker Joshua 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that still be a great fight. Um and it'll be better once he beats Dubois, you feel me? And so I think that should happen 2025. Um yeah, man. So y'all who kind of like own this trophy hype, I'm not getting the trophy, I ain't calling back. Y'all can cut it out. It's only a trophy, player. You feel me? It's bragging rights. That's all it is. You feel me? If you win, that's great. If you lose, you got next year, man. Uh,
You may feel
so
like it's your
that's my
time,
fault. Peace out.
but it's not your time.
All right. Got H Town. What up?
What up, Ness? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, hey, tell Puerto Rico, get out of here with the militant stuff, dog. Go back to banging the white girls. Man, what's wrong with that, man? Hey,
Damn.
like my brother Omar Johnson said, you cannot be militant and sleeping with the white devil. So, man, how the hell ain't Usyk great, man? That guy beat two killers in the most dangerous division. The heavyweight is the most dangerous division in boxing. Anybody could knock you out. You could lose to a goddamn first time fighter, man. Get caught with the right punch. It's the most dangerous division, man. And he's a small guy. That guy, he should go down in history as one of the greatest. Like, people playing this down is wild to me. He ended up fighting Dubois again and beats Dubois again. Then he literally probably beat the future of the heavyweight division twice. Because Dubois is the future of the heavyweight division. Who else is going to be the future? Anderson? That boy on car chases in the Hellcat. You know? Who we got? Nobody else, just Dubois. And Dubois is going to be the man. And he'll probably dominate the division for 4 or 5 years, maybe 10. There ain't nobody else coming up. So in that case, we're going to say that Usyk beat the guy that dominated the division for 4 or 5 years twice. So how is he an all-time greatness? I don't get it, man. What's the hate for Usyk? I don't get that shit.
I don't
Hey,
get
Tom,
it,
can you hear
bro.
me?
Oh, I didn't know you wanted to answer. I thought that was rhetorical, champ. I mean, I don't get the hate either. I don't. I mean, I'm like Big Bay. You beat my guy, I respect you. So my respect
Yeah.
carried over from Wilder to Fury to Usyk.
And we gave Usyk braids, tattoos, and he was dark skinned, they'd be saying he's the greatest heavyweight of all time. Come on, man. We need to stop all that, man. We need to recognize greatness when we see it. It is what it is, man. Hey, your boy basically gets stopped, man. Two tone, Davisito basically get put in his place.
Who did he put in his place?
I said Davisito, the
David.
the little monster, the Muppet baby.
The
You
Muppet
know,
baby.
Oh, David. You heard what David said. We stepping too. We
hey,
stepping.
that boy look like Grover. How about that calling that boy Grover? Y'all remember Grover with them lanky ass arms?
Yeah, I don't know,
Yeah.
man. We'll
No,
see. We'll see. Why
we
Morrell
stepping.
don't want to do that drug testing? What's going on?
Yeah,
You know
what's
that
up with
Cuba,
him there?
Cuba, they be doing them experiments, dog.
Yeah, man, we
I'm
want a
out.
clean sport.
Word. Let's see.
You may feel like it's your time, but it's not your time.
If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. We got Treese with the counter from DC3.
Yow.
Yep.
What up, though? What
What
up,
up?
though? Damn it, man. Shout out DC3. And damn it, man. Shout out CYP who then demanded the recount and got your boy sniped. Ooh, shit. Hey, CYP, you too good. All right, I'll see you later. All right. But yeah, CYP done got a nigga sniped. God damn, he no good. But hey, my guy Brandon Maurice from the Midwest Mafia, he gonna take it home. Shout out to him in that Caller of the Year shit, man. But hey, I just want to say, man, I don't know if you had a category up there and that's for Promoter of the Year and shit like this. But if you didn't, I would like to throw myself in that that category. You feel me? And speaking of Promoter of the Year, I just want to sit here and rattle off a few names. You feel me? Real quick. Shout out Albert Bell. You feel me? Shout out Charles Conwell. You feel me? Shout out O'Shea Jones. Shout out Jared Anderson. We gonna get back, gang. We gonna get right. We gonna get tight. You understand? Shout out to my nigga Andre Holmes out there with Leader Promotions in Flint, Michigan. You feel me? He just got that dub. He mandatory for Erickson Lubman. We need that fight. We need that fight. Shout out to my guy Andre Katsarowskis. Cats, man. He in the mix. You feel me? I just want to say shout out to the 154 division in general. They got a lot of killers in there. Them guys actually mixing it up. Unlike 135, man, I know a lot of them top names up there ain't really collide like we wanted them to. We ain't get Tank and Shakur. We ain't get Loma and Tank. We ain't get Loma and Shakur. You feel me? We didn't get Devin and Shakur, even though Devin decided to move up and Shakur talking shit like he wanted to move up, but I don't. Fucking it. Shout out to Teofimo. He not from around here, but we fucking with him. He taking challenges. He talking about that Matias fight. I'm into that. I'm into that a whole lot, man. And yeah, man. You know. Shout out Alicia Bumgardner. We would like to see you get. Hey, man, Alicia, if you listen to this, take your ass to OTX, man. You had a fight in Atlanta and shit. You won a fight in Atlanta that nobody could fucking go to or nobody could see, which I don't get. But hey, go ahead and over there and fuck with OTX and them, man. They doing they 1-2. They getting people right, man. They got a world champion over there already. Go ahead and bring your upper echelon of your skills over there to OTX. They could use a fighter of your caliber. You feel me? But shout out to Tierra Brown. God damn it. I hope you get that Scal Nicholson fight. I hope you put hands and feet on that motherfucker. She find a way to keep ducking us and shit. She should be fighting you in Australia, but you know, that's neither here nor there. And shout out Virgil Ortiz with his ducking ass. Speaking of ducks, man, quit ducking my fighter, man. Charles Conwell is nipping at your heels, bro. You got that Madrimon fight. Shout out to you. I hope that you do well. But you know, hey Ness, make some calls. Call who you got to call. We need that Sir Harry Bokachuk fight for my guy Charles Conwell, man. I like to see that. I don't know about you, but I'm into that. That'll be top level violence. You feel me? I'm into shit like that. Them guys gonna be in there swinging and banging. I need to see it. But you know. Shout out TBV, shout out Toledo, Ohio, and then, like I said, man, Albert Bell and Charles Conwell, we next up. We need to get them guys them title shots in 2025. But y'all be cool, man.
Shout out Treese. Last call for callers. Last call for callers. We got DC3 with the $2. He says Al in the Bay keeps him a beer every episode. Why y'all always trying to make somebody be drunk? DC3 back with $2 more. H-Town not being voted for Hater of the Year is wild. James Benitez, $2. Damn it. That shit gonna break out here, bro. That's the fucking second time this show. Motherfucker.
What happened? The Starlink fell?
No, my cell phone. James Benitez with the $2 says, how Abdullah gonna win Prospect of the Year 2 times? Hey, man. Y'all ain't ready to make him a contender. Y'all keep voting him in the prospect level. Shit, wow. Nasty work, you ask me. Joseph Harrison says H-Town is a rack-is. And I guess you know what that means. Ray. Um that looks like everybody. Timboski, what up?
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, yo, yo.
What's good? What's good, Ness? Two-tone to the community. Yo, Big Nick, Coach Midi, Retribution, Black Bevo. You know what I'm saying to you? Hey, Kerry G, he's the counter puncher of the year. You know what I'm saying to you? Joe Pilot, he's the rookie of the year. You know what I'm saying to you? And Jerry, don't come in with your bullshit, man. You get me? You know what you came here for. But it's all right, though. You was a good entertainer. I'm not going to lie to you. You know what I'm saying to you? I like the Ric Flair gimmick. That got you a couple places. But this is the real deal, Holyfield. And Tip, you fool, man. You don't deserve to win a damn thing. But, you know, we know you left, what's my man's name? We know you left Rapstar high and dry. You wanted to come and bring your poison to this community. But it's all right, man. It seems like you've done a good job. I'm very respectable of your bullshit, your diabolical bullshit that you brought here. You didn't even talk about the actual topic at hand. So let me get to that. Timothy Bradley, he's cut from a different cloth, obviously. We have to just understand and respect the people's opinions. It's as simple as this. In my opinion, Usyk is a all-time great. It's as simple as that. He has the accolade to match, and he has the resume to match. You understand what I'm saying to you? As for Timothy Bradley's opinion on this topic, it's the fact that he comes from a different era. He comes from a different cloth. He's seen the all-time greats. He's seen the Lennox Lewises. He's seen the Evander Holyfields. He's seen those multiple other guys, Riddick Bowes, those Mike Tysons. He's seen what those guys have gone through. Multiple guys fought 15 rounds. Those guys were in Shango shape. Those guys were really punching the Ernie Shavers of the world. You even had the Tom Morrisons of the world. Those guys, you know what I'm saying to you? Those guys that come from a different ilk. This era that he's seeing now, it's different. You understand? So I do understand where he's coming from, but I disagree with his opinion. Doesn't mean that his opinion is ridiculous or rambunctious. No, it's not. He does have an argument because Usyk doesn't have the resume of a Holyfield that had back to back to back to back to back to back tough fights. Same as Mike Tyson. Same as who else you want to put up there? You can say even a Vladimir, Lennox Lewis. You know what I'm saying to you? They was fighting B-level guys that would be A-level guys today. In my opinion, Hasim Rackman, he'll give everyone trouble, problems. Multiple, a Foreman, you know what I'm saying, to a Frazier. Those guys were really in the jungle, in the trenches when it came to the heavyweight division. So I understand where he's coming from. But as for Usyk, he's an all-time great right now, whether you like it or not. It's as simple as that. I know you Americans are upset. You know what I'm saying? You know why you Americans are all upset? And maybe this is why Tim Bradley's upset, because there's no one in your country. You got over how big is 50, almost 50 states, and you ain't got one motherfucker to challenge that guy. We had all the look at our small little UK country that you lot talk shit about. Wow, Joshua, Dubois, all them motherfuckers that went up in there against that guy and lost. Okay, cool. And we do want our rematch against Usyk. We got robbed in Poland. We got robbed. We also the knockout blow that you gave Usyk. We want our rematch. It's as simple as that. But first, we need to get past Joseph Parker. Shout out to, the New Zealanders, the Australians that really get in there. You know what I'm saying to you? And put in the work. Unlike you Americans, you heavyweight Americans that don't do shit. And the prospect of the year is Moses Utamu. He's the
You
real
may feel like
prospect of
it's
the
your
year. Go
time,
look at Boxing Seed.
but it's not your time.
Maybe you should have voted for him, man. Why y'all ain't nominate? That's kind of frustrating that y'all wait. I took longer than I normally take. People had to remind me to get the vote process going, and now everybody got an issue with two categories. Y'all got to get that shit together. James Benitez, $2. Should Khalil Cole become an IG comedian? Shout out to O'Shea. Nah, I actually seen that. That was pretty funny. Everybody laughing in the comments because it looked like he really popped the shit out of. James
That was wild.
Benitez. Yeah, that was wild. James Benitez back with another two. Tone, Clarissa wants kids soon. You got her? Excuse me. You got to get her. You got to get her.
Nah, bro. I can't be carrying no car seat
You
at
don't want
this
no
age.
more. You don't want no more little. You got a 1 tone. You need like a 2.5 tone or some shit. What do you call the girl
Nah,
tone? A tone yet?
nah. My market value is high. When you got a 10-year-old, you single, your market value is high out there with the quality M's. Quality. I said quality.
I mean, Tone, I'm not trying to box you in, but like if you could bag Clarissa, that's quality at the highest level for you.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd definitely boost her up for sure. And me. But that'll add value to her for sure.
For sure. Hey, Tip, you got a counter courtesy of DC3. DC3 says, give H-Town a napkin to blow his nose, Mr. Snuffy.
Y'all niggas is so wild.
James Benitez, $5. If I was to say Kerr more defensively gifted than Floyd, would I be wrong? And to say Bud is offensively better than Floyd, I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that, man. But Bud certainly is offensively, I don't know about better. That's a bad word. I can't agree with that one either. DC3 counterpunch.
Yo.
Yo.
Timboski, man. Tim, man, we got Tim, man, I thought I told you about this Matchroom, Queensberry, London propaganda you pushing, man. Shout out to Coach Meady. Shout out to Retribution. Shout out. Tim, shut your ass up. We told you about it. You keep yelling this heavyweight shit. Tim, if you guys had basketball and football over there like we do, we'll have way more heavyweights kicking y'all ass. We have to stop with this Matchroom and Queensberry propaganda you keep pushing. AJ got his ass stuck in the air, Tim. We have to stop this. What you doing, Tim? And I can't wait till the show over because you know where I can't wait to see you at. I'm on your ass, pause for the rest of the day. I thought I told you about pushing this propaganda you do, Tim. It's crazy how you so unbiased back there, but you get up here, you get real biased. Tim, what is you doing? And Tim, I can't wait. I hope Tim next because this is crazy what Tim Boski be doing. It's crazy. We have to stop this hate. Tim, you's a hater. We got to put Tim Boski on Hater of the Year. It's clown shit, Tim. You know what I'm saying? And next, bring him back up because I'm going to send him a counter. Now watch this. Watch what he do, Ness. Watch what he do. Watch his shit on Jared Anderson. Shout out to Treese. Watch what he do. You feel me? He going to bring up Jared Anderson and Wilder and all this. But Tim, you got to understand, bro, if we didn't have football and basketball over here, we would be king. Our fighters would be king. We're more athletic than y'all. We're more gifted than y'all. We're more talented than y'all, Tim. It's okay, Tim. I'm out.
He said it's okay, Tim. Damn.
Yeah, man.
Going on both.
It's the end of the year, and I'm trying to change my ways. But we got callers like Timboski, man, who just want to keep bringing you back down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's wild, man. The dude just hopped on the call to brag about how Usyk beat the fuck out all his countrymen. Like, this is crazy, bro. Earlier this year it was the Mexicans, and then now the Ukraine that came in and invaded the UK. Like, Timboski, do something with yourself, bro. Like, your countries are really out here looking bad, bro. It's looking bad for your country. Honestly, man. And then it's gotten to the point where you even came on here to glorify Usyk beating the shit out of all your countrymen. He done ran through your three best fighters, bro. Like, sit this one out, man. Wait till next year. You got about 48 hours, man. Wait till next year to call back in. You know what I'm saying? Then we can debate and argue, man. But as for right now, bro, your country down bad. You know what I'm saying? In all types of ways. You shouldn't be on the line talking, bro. Matter of fact, Timbo, you wasn't even nominated for an award this year, bro. You know why you wasn't nominated, Timboski? Because you ran off the show, bro. You ran away from the show. Like, did you forget that? Did you forget that your thumbs took you off the show, bro? Because you ain't want to send that footage, man. Like, bro, stay in your place and stop trying to jump out the window with the gun, bro. I keep telling you this every time, every day, bro. Every day. I haven't been on the back call all week, but it's just like you still out here crashing out, running around with this loaded handgun, waving it around like you dangerous, bro. Like, stop crashing out, man. It's not worth it. It's not worth crashing out over Anthony Joshua. It's not worth crashing out over Tyson Fury. It's definitely not worth crashing out over Daniel Dubois. You know what I'm saying? Now you about to do Moses and Tama. Come on, bro. Like, yeah, like, yo, you gotta chill, man. You really gotta chill, bro. Save your people while you can, man. Save your people while you can. But I'm gonna get back to work, man. I know he gonna call back in. You know what I'm saying, and talk his BS. I'll be here for it.
Yeah, he is not there. So we got Profound Dreamer with the King Counter.
Hey, gather around TVV. That's if you're still listening. And get on down with these profound rhythms. It's popping. That's two tone. King Amin still up there?
What up?
What's up, man? Happy holidays, fellas, man. It's been a long holiday season, man. I've been trying to find time to listen in and call in, but you know these last 2 weeks of the year been crazy, man. But I appreciate you for doing the show from where you at, DR Nets?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate you holding it down, man. And you know, I already know I'm be a little long-winded this call, so if I go over, let's run it. Let's keep this going, man, because it's a good topic we got going on today. And I want to say shout out to everybody that's voting. Get out there and vote for your favorite caller. Get out there and vote for your favorite knockout and your favorite TVV moment on the TVV community tab on YouTube, man. Make sure y'all go out there and vote, man. And I want to say thanks to everybody that voted for Profound Dreamer. You know, I only got what 6%, 6% of the vote, but that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm riding with that. I'm proud of my 6%. You know what I'm saying? I think I might switch my name to the six guy from now on. You know what I'm saying? But listen, man, appreciate it. But listen, Tim Bradley is just a top ranked shill, man. He gonna say whatever he gotta say to make Top Rank look good, and we all know Tyson Fury got the deal with the co-promotion deal with Top Rank and Tim Bradley is just a top ranked company, man. It is what it is. But shout out to Carlos, man, the 40-year-old Cotty. This man says the most foolish things boxing wise, man. Ness, last time I checked, the heavyweight division is anything 201 pounds and up, right?
Yep.
So last time I checked, if Usyk is fighting at cruiserweight, if you weigh in at 200 pounds, the next day you're gonna rehydrate, right? Your weight is gonna go up.
Yep.
Once you weigh in at 200 pounds, you're not fighting at 200 pounds. So last time I checked, Oleksandr Usyk's whole entire career took place above 201 pounds. So in my eyes, I think that qualifies him to call himself an all-time great heavyweight. Listen, see, people get in their feelings and they get sensitive. And we all know Carlos is a sensitive guy. But people, they get sensitive and they forget to listen. Saying that you're an all-time great is not saying you're the all-time greatest. If we take a list of the top 200 all-time great heavyweights of all times, Oleksandr Usyk is going to be on that list. And there's 8 billion people in the world. So you mean to tell me a guy making an achievement as rare as being 200 out of 8 billion? Like, that's extremely rare. Like, when you got a slim shot at doing something or a slim chance at accomplishing something, people say you got a 1 in a million chance. Here he is, 200 out of 8 billion, and we trying to shit on that. Like, that man is an all-time great heavyweight. He beat the two top guys from this generation, Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. You don't need to beat 20, 30 different motherfuckers. And on top of that, he even fought guys that's up and coming like Daniel Dubois, and who's relevant today. Like, Oleksandr Usyk is an all-time great heavyweight. If you make a list of the top 200 heavyweights in the world of all time, Oleksandr Usyk is on that list. And I'm not even a Usyk fan. I didn't even pick him to win against Tyson in the rematch. I picked Usyk in the first fight, but I didn't pick him going into the rematch. And then after I watched the rematch, I don't think Usyk won the rematch back. But that's neither here nor there. I don't want to take away from his accomplishment. He won it fair and square. The judges thought he won. Most of the people that watched thought he won, so the man won. It is what it is, but I'm just tired of these entertainers calling in here and just exposing the fact that they don't watch the sport, man. Like, a lot of you guys are just good callers. You entertain the people through our work days, and we love you for that. We appreciate you for that. Matter of fact, we're going to keep voting for you for TVV Cotty of the Year for that. But please, please humble yourselves, man. If you don't watch the sport, just admit it. If a guy is competing and all of his fights is above the 201-pound weight limit, that man is a heavyweight. Because you got guys in the past like Rocky Marciano, like Floyd Patterson, like Joe Frazier. A lot of these guys, some of their fights wasn't even above 100 pounds, 100 or 200 pounds. Rocky Marciano was like a buck 85 or something like that, fighting at the heavyweight division. But here you got a man, his whole career take place above 201 pounds, and people want to say he not a heavyweight. He didn't prove anything great in the heavyweight division. The man fought at cruiserweight and proved that he could deal with skilled guys above 200 pounds, fast guys above 200 pounds, and then he moved up to big boy heavyweight status and beat the biggest men on this planet fighting in boxing, man. Like, stop the nonsense. Oleksandr Usyk is an all-time great, man. Shout out TVV, shout out Ness. Everybody have a happy holidays and a happy New Year's if I don't get the call back in for another show, man. Peace.
Profound Dreamer, salute. Tyron is on you.
Yo, what's good, Ness?
What up?
What's good, Two Tone?
Two-tone dip.
Shouts out. Oh, okay. Y'all was tuning in on YouTube and I just switched over. Okay, shouts out TVV. I hope everyone blessed tuning in. Yeah, man, Tim Bradley. So he's saying I didn't see like what he said. So he's basically saying that Usyk isn't an all-time great. That's basically what he's saying.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so other than Bud, he's the only two division undisputed champ, right? Two-time undisputed.
Nah, you got a new way.
Okay, well, a new way. Well, okay, a new way. But two-time undisputed, I think that makes you an all-time great. Beating a lineal heavyweight champion and Tyson Fury, who a lot of people even said, is better than Muhammad Ali or is the, greatest heavyweight of all time before. Being him coming up from cruiserweight, I think that's an all-time great. Being Anthony Joshua, who again everybody thought highly of. That's an all-time great. And beating Fury twice, that's definitely an all-time great. So I'm confused where Bradley coming from. I don't know if he's just trying to get like some clickbait or some attention or the case may be, but this is like blasphemous. How can you not say Usyk is not all-time great? Like he's an all-time great. He's undefeated. He fought everyone. He's arguably pound for pound, and he still want to take on big boys at heavyweight Dubai. So it's like you gotta give credit when credit is due. Like he's an all-time great. He's skillful. He can take shots and he can dish it out. So to me, I don't know where Bradley going with this Ness. I don't know if he was drinking or I don't know, man. But yeah, I'm not with that. I think, in my opinion, Usyk is an all-time great. Just wanted to stop in and get my 2 cents, man. I appreciate you, Ness. Shouts out TBV. Still tuning in.
You the man, champ. You are the man. Let's see here. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and smash that thumbs up. It is free. It is free. We got Wizard $2 Ness. How I get a new opponent? Your baby bro scared. We just match you. Oh, we just match you. You got to get on that Conquer app, and believe me, you'll get matched. El Roby in a 619 member for 1 month on the Prospect Club. He says, yo, work suck without TBV. Salutations, San Diego. Salute emoji. Salute to you, champ. We appreciate you. DC3, $5. Counterpunch, face
You
of
may feel
Matchroom
like
in
it's your time,
Queensberry.
but it's
James
not your time.
Benitez, $2. Shout out to Cliff for pulling out the fight. Did he say something? Because he ain't hit me up and say nothing about pulling out. Y'all putting that out in the air, man. H-Town, $5. Counterpunch, Timboski. DC3, $2. That profound rhythm gimmick is trash. Y'all hating, man. That's that Jay-Z right there. Y'all hating. Tevin Smith, $10. AJ ass up in the air was nasty work. Salute Tevis for the 10. Bo Skate, you got that counter. We gonna stick around for T-minus 3 seconds. Right now we got, let me see here. Nasty work from y'all, for real. We at 234,946, which means we need about another 60 or so subscribers to get to the next goal, which we should have been crushed, man. This slow roll is nasty. I'm not appreciating that at all. But that's GTO, Instagram and Twitter. On to the next.